Hi, everyone. I think, we're 5 minutes early. I said we were going on at 7.
You tricked them.
Wow.
Well, how about this? I won't actually start opening the box until 5. Nah, I can't wait that long.
Did you just call me?
No, you can see my phone. Did it say from me?
Yeah. Oh, I see. It was transferring it from the iPhone over. That makes sense.
So, as you can tell by the title, howdy. I can't see who it is, though. I have Alexander's moderating this time for me.
I'm not doing a great job of moderating.
No, she's like distracted.
I'm lost.
Go to your channel.
I asked before I pushed that go live button.
Oh, there we go.
We're live, everybody. We are
look,
live
it's
right
us.
now.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to be talking with you, with your voice, with your name.
You know what? It's funny because everybody always asks, are we live? Are we live? And I always think, how do you not know it's live? I actually thought I was on somebody's live and it was their video. So it can happen. So we were sent a package from Moira in Scotland. And you know what? I can't remember whose live she was on. And she mentioned that the package was coming. So, and it's here. It's pretty heavy. And I went ahead and I did peek because it was already open. They're saying, oh yeah, you can see the comments, right? Yeah. So if there's anything that comes through, you'll read them, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I would read, I don't know if you guys can see that. We're sitting in our typical spot with the big light, and that doesn't help. But it just says a little card to say, I'm obviously not gonna give your address, Moira, unless everybody wants to send her a how awesome she is card. But it says, thank you so much for inspiring us. I hope you like sugar. A small selection of Scottish confectionery. The oat cakes are delicious with butter and cheddar. Oh, that reminds me.
Oat cakes?
Yeah, oat cakes.
We're about to
Isn't that what you feed horses?
No, not today. Today we'll
That's
have
the
to.
noise I'll make if you feed me an oat cake.
So on one of our, we ended up eating those
That's
big.
a cold horse.
Sweetheart, what were those big things that we got from IKEA? Remember those?
I didn't try any of those.
So everybody said, you got to eat it with butter or cheese. Well, so when we taste everything, we're going to taste it as is. So we're going to try it as is. But believe me, we put butter on it. And the best thing ever, everything tastes better with butter. Butter.
Here.
Guess what Alexander's getting?
Well, I'll hold them.
Play-Doh.
The first
Okay, you
taste
hold
test.
And it says, I don't know if you have lemon curd in Canada. Oh, do we have lemon? Do we have lemon curd, Alexander?
Lemon curd?
Yeah, like the inside of a lemon meringue pie.
I don't know, but there's a very popular 60s song that goes, the curd is the word. Curd, curd, curd. The curd is the word.
I invited him on purpose.
I'm sure we have lemon curd.
That could be like a good poutine, like.
You guys, you know
Ew.
what? It says yes.
Oh, wait,
yes,
no.
we do.
No.
No, I mean,
Good,
it's
because
cheese
then if it
curds.
tastes delicious, I can get it. That's like a lot of the things where we didn't know if we had them or not, and then we found them and we were super happy. But what was I going to say? Oh, quick shout out to Alexander. First thing this morning, my car said, stop the engine, you have no coolant. Alexander got straight up out of bed. I mean, like, straight out of bed today.
Which is ironic because it's plenty cold outside right now.
And he jumped in the car, went to the gas station, got me coolant, filled my car up with coolant just in time for me to make it to class and to get all the kids to school. So huge shout out to wonderful husband.
That's what we do.
Okay, you guys. Okay.
Oh, I'm not sad. Somebody said I look sad. I'm moderating, so I'm looking down at the iPad. I'm being one of you guys right now and watching what's happening here.
So that's his. Oh, he's not sad. Okay, so.
Maybe I'll just smile like this.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Let's put
Now
these
you look
down.
even more sad.
So this is such a neatly. Oh, okay. Look at how neatly packed this box is.
Yeah, she did it like.
So I did read the card, and it said there was a little gift for Abigail in here. Do you want to show everybody what it is?
Okay. Hold on.
By the way, we have somebody on from Peru right now.
Oh, were you on? I think you might have commented on my vlog. I think, right?
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's
So-
really cool.
I tried a pisco sour. That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Pisco sour. It's a drink. It's really good. It's kind of like well, I shouldn't be encouraging that, but it was a drink that was good.
Well, do
And
you
I
wanna-
think that's from your area. I think you guys drink pisco sour.
What did you get, Abigail?
It's a cute little ring with a heart.
You
Wait,
gotta put your hand behind it.
Wait,
so
is
you
it a
can
ring
see
that you wear? Or is it for a
Yeah,
necklace?
it's for your hand. It's for your
it's
finger.
heart.
Does it fit?
I'm gonna use this finger.
You'll
Make
find
sure to
out.
watch. I don't know if Moira is on right now.
Moira is on.
Is she?
I just said, hi, Moira.
You gotta tell me these things. I can't tell.
Oh.
Thank you so
Sorry.
much.
Sit on your ring finger.
So, how does it feel, Abigail?
Like I'm married.
You're too young.
Because I put it on.
Only
my
by
finger.
32 years.
You know what's
Pinky
weird?
ring.
When you have kids, you understand why some people want to meet the families of the kid that their boyfriend or girlfriend with. Because you're like, I don't know if some parents raise their kids right. And I'm like, I want to meet their parents first and then we'll agree. I feel like I'm old fashioned. I'm getting more old fashioned. I would
So,
never have gone for that when I was a
This
kid.
one is by Simmers. Oh, how do you think? I would say Abernathy, but it says E. Abernathy?
Abernathy.
And it is
Abernathy.
light crumbly Scottish
Abernathy.
biscuits that melt in the mouth. Well, that sounds delicious. That needs to happen.
Yes, it does.
Oh my
Abernathy.
goodness. We just had,
Use your muscles.
Do you need scissors?
yeah, I was not prepared.
I'll go get scissors.
Oh,
I'm getting
it's okay.
scissors.
It's okay, I don't need scissors.
I'm off camera.
Okay.
That we
I'm
don't.
getting scissors.
So, somehow, we might need them anyway. Oh my goodness.
That was the haunted ghost hand
Dibs
and
on
the
the
use
first
scissors. All the people
Oh.
who think there's orbs everywhere.
Dibs on the other
Our
one.
dust orb.
Look
Oh,
what you
it's
did.
melting.
Oh, Abigail's now.
Hold on.
Are they really soft?
Yeah, they're like
No.
crumbly like
Okay, I'm gonna try a tiny little crumble.
they're crumbly like
I'm gonna
sugar
put this
cookies
back so I don't
or
ruin
butter
it.
cookies. Hold on, I didn't
Oh.
even try any yet. Are you
Ah.
having some or not having some?
I have one.
That was a dangerous.
Ooh. Ew.
Mmm.
Ew.
You guys, what do they taste like?
I don't. Oh,
Cookies?
yes, I
Uh-huh.
do.
What is it?
What are those cookies that I used to have when I was little?
I know what they're called.
The baby cookies.
No,
That Grandma
no.
Anastasia
Wait,
used to
arrowroot?
give us.
Yeah, arrowroot.
Arrowroot.
But
You
they're
guys have those arrowroot cookies?
they're sweeter. They're good. That's my description. It tastes like a baby cookie, the arrowroot cookies, but more crumbly like a butter cookie. Yeah, that's really good. And sweeter. It's sweeter.
This would be like.
Things have happened to my table already.
Yeah, it's good.
This one is called, it's by Tunnux
I thought it said ceramic log. I'm like, that's not gonna be very good.
Caramel.
Caramel Log, ceramic log.
Ceramic.
Just
Yeah.
caramel.
Hard to
Roasted,
chew through.
roasted coconut covered caramel wafer biscuits. That is a mouthful. Oh my goodness.
Must
Literally.
8-pack.
Oh.
Oh, it's like a bunch of these
We
inside.
can split it.
Yeah, we're not gonna all have one of these.
You're not
I
gonna.
didn't say all.
We're all gonna have a bite. We're not gonna have all, we just ate supper.
Hey, these are caramel logs. If one fell in the forest, would anybody hear it?
So it kind of, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's too many faces. I'd have to really cover us up. But it has a bunch of little wafers. Okay,
Oh.
You gotta show them the outside of it
Look
too.
at that.
I did. It has coconut flakes on the outside.
Coconut flakes.
Yeah, and chocolate.
May I please have the next one?
Alexandria, yes,
May
I'm
I
still
please
avoiding
have
sugar.
the next one?
Hi, Alexandria. I see her a lot in the comments as well.
Chewy's missing out. Oh yeah, he stares
He's-
quietly at us, hoping that we'll drop something.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
literally
this type
staring
of
at
stuff
us.
We
isn't
don't-
great for puppies.
No,
so
it has chocolate. It would be horrible.
We
for
don't
them.
feed Chewy from the table because
Yeah.
a lot of that
Chewy's-
stuff isn't great for dogs.
Chewy's not spoiled. He only gets dog food and carrots.
Yeah, dog. You don't think dog food would be
He
good
did
for a
the
rat though?
Somebody said
Because
Chewy
he's
needs
small.
a care package. He'd be fine with a bunch. Don't send us a bunch of bones in the mail. That's gonna flag like the border people in a big way. Oh my God, it's a dismembered corpse, and then they're gonna be like, oh no, it's just dog treats. Aw.
I feel like
that'd
so
be
many
nice.
flags are going right now.
Probably, but these are the thoughts that go through my head when I'm uncensored and unfiltered.
So
I think
these
that's
are
one of
not, these aren't really sweet. They're really good though. They're really soft. Like it kind of looks like a coffee crisp, which we have here, which is crunchy. And this one is like toasted coconut. What do you think it tastes like?
It tastes like just
It tastes like
coconut. Mostly, you can mostly just taste the coconut, and it's like soft. So
It's
it
really
tastes
good. Those are
I
good.
think kind of.
I feel
Oh.
like that's gonna go well with tea or coffee for sure.
The light's showing up really bright.
Coconut. I mean,
Oh yeah, it is. Is that what it said? It's because the light is reflecting off of all my shine, you guys.
It's not that bright
Chewy,
here.
No, it's
Chewy.
unless
it's
you
dark
turn right
out,
into
but we're
the light.
sitting right underneath our kitchen light. Yeah.
Okay. because you guys are all saying Chewy's missing out, look what I got for him. Do you think he wants it?
I
Hey,
think-
watch
oh,
the
wait.
dog's eyes.
Alexander, I think you need to try it first. Tell us what it
Look,
tastes
I
like.
can make Chewy nod. Chewy, do you like treats? Ooh, yeah, I do. So I'm gonna put Chewy on the ground because he's really eager for it. So now Chewy is not missing out anymore, and he happily trotted away. You know, like when dogs run off like a happy horse? Don't ask me why. All happy animals run the same
He's
way.
like, quick, before he... So these
I'm
are
pretty
the...
sure a happy flamingo would run differently.
It says
No, it would run exactly the same.
Nairn's rough oat cakes. These are the ones that she said taste the best with butter and cheese. So we're gonna try it first without butter and cheese, but you better
then
believe
with
that
butter and cheese.
all of this will be buttered and cheese after.
Yeah, that's the IKEA thing. What was that called?
Yeah, I already said the knocker brooch or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It tasted the best with like cheese on it.
I liked it with butter. It smells very oaty. Like, it
Chewy has
smells like
disappeared
oat.
and he'll be gnawing on that thing for like the next. Oh no, he's back now.
It's like, it's really soft.
He thinks that I'm like a slot machine that's paying out nickels
It
right
tastes
now.
like oat.
It
He's
tastes
like-
just like that thing. That.
Shredded wheat.
It's a bit softer, but it tastes just like the thing.
So I can imagine how good this is going to be with butter. It's really
Okay,
crumbly
dear
too.
Scotland, your snacks are incredibly messy. There are crumbs all. Look, I'm gonna tilt this down.
I apologize.
I'm gonna make sound effects. Look,
Ta-da!
dear Scotland, there are like crumbs all over the place.
We have a bit of a cold. We were going to do this live yesterday, but my throat hurt too much.
Don't eat that one.
Oh, you guys, you don't like chocolate, do you?
Please, 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 please.
It says raspberry coconut ice.
Don't even joke about that, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
How could you?
Is it cold?
Nope. It says it may contain.
Was it made by the artist formerly known as Prince? Because he's all about raspberries.
It's made by Lee's. All right, let's see.
Oh.
These packages. I was just going to say the packages are so much easier
I'll
to
get you scissors.
open. Oh, yeah. Dad already got me scissors. Oh,
Less
wait.
work for me.
Okay, so David is asking what living room does Chewy like best? The main floor one or the one upstairs, the bonus room?
He'll just chill everywhere.
He likes the upstairs
Everyone.
one better. Well, no, during the day, most definitely our living room downstairs because the sun shines on the couch.
Wherever the sun is where
yeah,
Chewy
wherever the
is.
sun is.
He just lays in
But then
sunbeams like a
after,
cat.
we put the fireplace on, and that's usually where we are.
His little
upstairs.
bed is upstairs. Like we, including the dog, do stuff down here during the day, and then at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we retire upstairs to the upper living room, which I did in my video series, which you haven't watched. You can go watch that one on my channel. Look at me
Curiosity
plugging my own
link.
channel.
Well, I'll put that link
but
Watch
yeah.
me
down
plug
below.
my channel.
He follows us all around. Oh, everybody was asking when's the next Steven Draws video.
Probably within the next week. I'm so sorry. There's something I ordered and it's
Yeah.
taking forever.
So I helped
So
him
I
order
have to
it.
make a new video to fill in that gap.
I helped him order it on Amazon, and it's the first time ever that it said 3 business days, and it took 2 weeks.
Well, now
So,
we're not going to be able to sponsor
so
Amazon.
this, yeah. But I mean, we're not sponsoring him right now, anyways. There's nobody sponsoring this video except for my stomach.
Oh, your dad's on.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Grandpa.
But so these come in 3 little packages. You know what's nice about this is that if you only want to have a little bit, you don't have to open the whole thing up. That's kind of nice.
Portion
That-
control.
But then you can also recycle the plastic. Oh, it has a snap. Like
Oh, it
it's
looks
not,
like we have bounty bars here. That's
Yeah.
what it looks. It reminds me of a bounty bar.
Oh,
I hope y'all
smells
enjoy
good.
it in my absence.
thank you.
Does it taste like Bounty bars, but with raspberry? So a little bit.
I don't know what a bounty bar is.
It's snappier. Oh, it smells like artificial raspberry, but
It's good. I don't know how I would describe it.
Okay, so is it true that artificial
like
raspberry
bounty.
flavor comes from beaver glands?
it's true.
You guys heard that? That's disgusting.
And artificial vanilla.
Where's this beaver factory where they're
Oh.
like dropping raspberry flavoring all over the place?
Up
I
here
know.
in Canada.
So this isn't like Bounty
Clearly,
because
where
it's
else
like
can we
very,
find them?
it's like a very sugary middle. It's very sweet,
We have a
Very
big
but
one.
it's good. So the whole beaver gland thing,
Are we gonna talk about that?
really quick, since you brought it
No,
up.
no, not while we're doing a taste test. Please, no.
And you just ate raspberry flavoring.
I want to know who the person was that was like, I wonder what tastes like raspberries, and saw a beaver and was like,
I've said this before. Anything. The
That's
first
not how that
person
works.
the first person who tried drinking milk, total weirdo. The second person who tried it, just as bad. They're like, he was probably like, Bill, what are you doing to that cow? And he's like, it's milk, man. I'm trying it. And they're like, that's gross. And he's like, you gotta try it. Now we all drink milk. Just like we all have artificial raspberry flavoring comes out of the rear ends of a beaver.
They have to like really dig in there.
So
Yeah.
there's also these little packages. I think I know what this is because I saw a card in there as well. Is there a? Oh, there's another card in there. Okay, hold on.
Another.
I have lost my appetite for
Wait,
the
oh.
beaver glands.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen these.
Humans make milk.
So there is.
Well, humans don't make cow milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's how they figured it out. It's like, oh, Ramus and
I know.
Is,
I know that humans knew that cows had milk. I'm just saying, what animals do you decide to share their milk with? You don't go to your cat and be like, move over, kittens.
Wow. Why the
my
cat?
Uncle Pete needs some milk. And you're just like with a cat.
I apologize now if your name is Uncle Pete. We don't imply that you're
Yeah.
drinking cat milk.
It's just, I mean,
Oh.
it's weird when you think about it. A lot of things
These
we
are
do
cool.
is weird when
You know what? I've never seen these before. I did see in the car that she said she bought a set of lipstick, and she thought of me, and she bought me a set too. It is by, it says Revolution Pro Lipstick Collection. But all of these are in there.
If you put on Scottish lipstick, does it give you a Scottish accent?
That would be awesome. I think Scottish accents are. Actually, I like all accents.
Smear it on.
I
Ah,
really-
hand me that haggis, laddie. Ah, what a good lassie.
I'm actually really excited to try these. Not before eating candy. That might be a bad choice. All right, this one's called. Oh, you know what? I've heard of this before. I don't think we have this. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna
Well,
call it treacle toffee, but it's probably treacle, smooth eating
Trestle toffee.
something toffee.
I don't know how to do it.
The fine taste of Scotland.
I like the flavor of toffee, but I don't like stuff that gets stuck in my teeth. I don't like any
Toffee?
kind of candy that gets stuck in my teeth. Bothers me.
Scotland is a place. Does it taste like the air there? Or like the
taste-
soil there?
Oh, it smells good. It smells like coffee.
This is like a
You guys,
fight.
maybe I don't know if I would eat the whole thing right now because it's
This
gonna.
is gonna be the
I
worst like
would.
taste test ever because they're gonna be busy chewing on this for the next hour.
So it comes in a little package.
Ooh.
I need some to
Treacly.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
treacly.
Treacly.
It kind of looks like chocolate, like not really. I'm gonna take a little bite, all right? Because of Jason's face.
It will get stuck in your teeth. Is it soft or really hard?
It tastes kind of like.
It's
What's
good
the-
toffee.
What's that Scottish toffee that they sell here and it's like super hard? And
I
it's,
showed it.
It's red, right?
I sent it to
Macintosh, is that it?
Macintosh.
I don't know if you guys have that there. The Macintosh toffee. I remember I wanted to try one so bad when I was a
It tastes
kid.
like
I
Tootsie
instantly
Roll.
regretted it.
No. Tootsie Rolls are way better.
Abigail calls Tootsie Rolls Tootsie Rolls.
Tree kill. Tree
It
kill?
tastes like
Treacle.
Tootsie Rolls.
Either somebody's saying they pronounce it tree kill or they have a problem with trees.
It tastes like a combination between caramel and black licorice a little bit. Like it's a very
No.
strong, it's a
That's-
darker caramel
That's
taste.
the thing I don't like.
Like if you really,
I like it a lot.
if you
It gets
cooked,
weird.
it's not bad. It tastes kind of like,
It's a little bitter.
it's like almost like burnt sugar,
It's
but
like if
not
you
in a
put
bad way.
coffee in it. Kind
You know what? I love that there's like little cutesy pictures of like the people on the back. Hold on, where did I put this? They have like the person working in the factory making these.
Well, that's pretty cool.
This
Oh,
one's
it's
called.
molasses.
What about this one?
They're
Oh
pretty-
yeah, it tastes exactly like molasses.
I did not try the
That's
baker's
fine.
chocolate like the kids did. I've done that before.
I had like a whole piece, but
I
my
wa-
reaction
so-
was disappointing. I just ate it.
No, so on that same video, I didn't want to show me torturing the kids that much. I didn't do all three, but on that same video, Steven tried a scoop of what I was cooking, and it was my cocoa Play-Doh for preschool, and he was like, "Is this Play-Doh?" Ugh.
Hey, have you ever noticed that when you go out for something to eat, you can have Japanese food, you can have French food, but rarely do you go out and find like an English or Scottish or Irish restaurant.
Like an Irish pub. Here,
Well, there's Irish
Yeah,
pubs.
pubs.
Yeah, but that's just drinking enough so that you get past the taste of the food.
It
I'm
says
part Irish and Scottish.
So he
We're
can
not
make these jokes.
that side of Europe is not known for its. My mom does Yorkshire pudding and roast beef and that. Which Heather, if you're watching, you're gonna have that at Christmas. But why are we not? Why are the Scottish, English, and Irish not known for the cooking?
Well, we could change that.
Stop
Yeah,
making
what
things
about,
out
like,
of stomachs of animals.
English
Is that-
muffins.
Well, so a lot of like,
Tea,
there's a lot of
mostly
European
from
cooking too.
Asia.
Okay, this one's called the famous Scottish tablet. I forgot to say what it was.
Somebody said I'm a bad moderator. I must have missed something.
Thanks. Are you a moderator even? Are you on as me or under your own?
Oh, I'm on as me. I don't know.
I feel like
I'm on
I've
as
had
somebody.
this before.
You know what?
It looks like a
It's
crouton.
here's what I've realized with growing a thicker
like-
skin with YouTube is that if you
I
need
took
to
such a
say
big
the
bite,
words,
and it's the sweetest thing in the
no
world.
offense, if you say the words no offense, whatever you're gonna say after, don't
gonna be
say it.
offensive.
It's offensive if you say no offense. I can't remember what somebody said, but it didn't really bother me. It was something to do with my video. And then I realized he
It's
said
fudge.
it was way too long in that one thing, and I did forget to cut the clip. It's literally me painting for so long in this one this one clip. So yeah, and I cut a lot of clips to make it shorter. And
This is just fun.
It's so sweet. I
Very
put so
sweet.
much in my mouth.
I put the whole thing in my mouth.
It tastes really good, but you're not supposed to put the whole thing in your mouth.
it tastes like butter fudge. Yep. What do you think it tastes like?
You took like a quarter of it.
That's because I'm not
One
crazy. I don't
third.
want to choke.
I
You
choked.
took a third.
I've made a
I
mess.
said,
took the whole.
I look.
Jason
Mom,
ate
this
the
is
whole
mine.
thing.
I was like, no.
Oh,
I
hold
said
on.
it
I want to
looked
see
like
what
a
the.
crouton.
That looked good.
Expecting
Out of all
it
the
to
things you
taste
guys have tried
crunchy.
so far, the beaver bum chocolate and the little fudge thing you guys just tried probably would have been on my to try list.
Here, Abigail. This one says to you.
That says to Abigail again.
But make.
I'm kidding. Aw.
It says happy birthday, aw.
Because Abigail's birthday was on the 3rd.
To Abigail, I hope you had a lovely birthday. Have a special day. I used to wear this little
Ring.
ring when I was a similar age to you. I hope you enjoy wearing it. Also,
That-
love,
Moira.
Moira.
Luck,
Thank you.
happiness, and hugs.
Thank you, Moira.
That's show them the picture on the front. It's like a cute
That's
little.
so nice. Like
It's a
I already
cute little
thought.
teddy bear.
I thought it was a super nice gift to begin with, but that you used to have it when you were Abigail's age. Thank you so much. That's super
Yeah.
nice.
If this chocolate and stuff was meant for Abigail, it's too late, Abigail.
Yeah.
You know,
So you do
I will say that it is a very fortunate thing for these kids and for our family to be treated so kindly from the strangers and friends and new friends and family we have out there in YouTube land.
Yeah.
This would have been crazy when we were growing up to have like strangers sending us candies and things
Yeah.
like that.
Our parents would have thrown it out and been like, nope.
Well, yeah, it's the opposite. Moira, if you showed up in a white van and threw a bunch of candy to my kids on the curb, they would not be eating it. But since
Well-
we kind of know you
Oh.
now.
So this is by the same company.
Anyway,
that-
it's a lovely thing you guys are doing, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're I feel really fortunate that we have all these people that we get to meet from around the world. I had somebody today say, I feel famous that you, that you responded to me, that you talked to me. I swear, you guys, I'm just I don't want to say a normal person. I'm just a person with a regular life.
Yeah, we're just weird people.
It was more weird to me that they thought that it was special to talk to me when I feel like I get the opportunity to speak to you guys. It's special for me that you're talking to
But
me.
we had that years ago. Who was the lady that we saw in Hawaii? What was her channel?
Oh yeah, Pink So Foxy.
Pink
But
So
I don't
Fox.
remember what she goes by now. Christine.
But Melissa used to follow a YouTuber before we had a
Yeah.
YouTube channel, and we were in Hawaii, and she's
That's
like,
my
"There
dragonfly."
she is!"
My dragonfly necklace, her husband actually made.
Yeah, so she saw this lady that she watched on YouTube, and
Yeah.
Melissa was all excited to meet her and stuff.
Because
And
you
I
feel
I
like
was
you
being
know
all
them.
Cool.
And then she was super shy. Like, I had most definitely invaded her space. Super nice, but that's when I realized. So these are Iron Brew. Oh, I've mispronounced this before. Cool, again. I don't know if you guys can see that because we're sitting underneath the giant light. But Iron Brew pastilles, soft sugar-coated Iron Brew flavored. We're gonna call them jellies
We're
because I
gonna
don't know
call
how to
them
say it.
food.
I feel like you guys are
Oh.
gonna have to brush your teeth for a
These
while.
are sweet.
Everything is sweet. She said right in the card, I hope you like sugar.
I
I
don't
do
know what
like
it tastes
sugar.
like,
Oh,
but it's
it's
good.
part of my teeth now.
I forgot to show you guys what it looked like. I apologize.
Oh,
It's really
it
good.
tastes like tea.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it
That's
tastes
because
like,
I have peach tea.
No, it tastes like peach tea.
it tastes like
Or
peach
oranges.
tea. No, peach tea.
It's really good. They have like, I don't know if it's supposed to be peach. It looks like little orange slices.
These are orange slices, but it tastes like peach a little bit. They're
Peach
really good,
tea.
by the way. Like I could
These
eat
ones are really good.
forever.
And it doesn't taste like fake sugar. Uh-oh, he's going to get something. What did you guys say?
No, I'm not getting anything. We have renters at the Potter's house right now, and they just wrote me and said that the washing machine line broke.
Oh man. I'm gonna keep eating.
Well,
This one
that's
open.
bad.
It says milk chocolate Tea cakes. Why not try our dark chocolate tea cakes?
Yeah,
why
why
not
not?
indeed?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, guys?
Oh my. Can anybody sneak past Dad? Just
What
to
do you
grab
need?
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Oh, I'll get you water.
Thank you.
Does
I-
anybody else want anything?
I already
Yes,
have one.
me want water too.
I don't.
Thank you.
I don't usually eat a lot of sugar, so it's doing things.
Jason, you said you wanted
So they come in these
Yes.
little packages.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Tea cakes. I
should've
feel like
covered my
we
mouth
should be. You know, if I had been like thinking, I would have made tea. But oh look, what are these? What do they look like? The
Moon
The
pies.
wagon wheels.
Moon pies are big.
Moon
no,
pie.
not moon pies.
It
Moon
looks
pie
like
is-
those
Like-
kind of like the cherry, like.
I know what they are. Can I
marshmallow
have the
thing.
first one?
Okay, you guys, we have quite a bit still to taste. I think we should cut this in half.
Oh, come on.
Using scissors.
Jim, unless you have
Just
a.
rip it in half.
No one would have ever
I
known.
brought
Oh, no,
her
they can
fancy
sit.
water in a wine glass because she's a fancy lady.
Oh, I'm fancy. I would
From
drink my
like
tea
that.
up, but I'll drop it. You guys came on to watch
Just
me
use your
drink water.
muscles.
Is anybody reading the comments now that Dad left?
Oh.
Hey, wait,
Wait.
Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Did you want to read what his comments said?
He says, Melissa, great job on the trim in the living room. Oh, and half of the super chat goes to Stephen for his art supply.
Aw,
You'll have
thank
to
you.
fight me, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'll fight you for
What do you
it.
say, Steven?
Thank you very much. That's very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
You
Okay,
guys have been
Amazing.
so nice. What the heck?
But like the comments and everything,
I'm going to address why I am not eating anything right now.
does everybody ask?
Turns out, if I eat a lot of breads and candy, I might be allergic because I seem to gain a lot of weight. It makes Daddy have a big daddy tummy if I have too much of it. So I wouldn't say I'm on a diet necessarily.
Just a healthy eating choice.
Like if I want chocolate, I'll have 70% cocoa or higher chocolate. I don't really eat breads and stuff right now. It's not really keto, but it's kind of along those lines. Anyway, the long and the short of it is, since I started doing this, I think I've lost like 45 pounds. So I'm not about to go back to doing that because I enjoy being healthy.
Well, and then you have stevia for sugar. So you
Yeah,
make
I
your
have
own hot
replacement
chocolate.
stuff. I'm fine, but you know what? I don't even crave this kind of. It's funny. Anybody, you always hear people say that.
Now that I don't,
This is like my typical
What?
voice. I
I
guess.
got it again.
now that I don't eat chocolate, you know, I don't miss the stuff that much.
I want to show you
That's
guys
a-
what's
is that a
happening.
doctor
We're having a serious. I need to have better planned what I'm going to do with stuff after we're
You're
done
not
tasting.
supposed to see that part, guys.
Yeah, it's supposed
It's
to look
supposed
all
to be
nice
She's
and
magically
breaking the
clean.
rules.
Do not give me baker's chocolate.
You know, it was.
Okay,
So-
wait. I gotta tell a story first.
I just really quick before the
Okay.
baker's chocolate.
we're just gonna hide it in
So,
your food.
just to let you guys know, I for sure, I told Abigail that it was terrible, that it tastes awful, and that, so she was like, it's fine because it smells delicious. And she was so happy. I'm like, take a small bite. She took the, I'm gonna start laughing again. I was laughing so hard, I couldn't stop laughing. I had to wait until I could talk. I was laughing so hard. Poor Abigail. And then Jason came willingly.
Okay,
yeah,
I need to
them
tell.
knowing it would taste bad.
I need to tell you a story about Melissa because you guys are all. Melissa's such a saint. She has to put up with Alexander and his washing his car parts
Oh,
out in
it's
the
worse
sink.
than washing the car.
Well,
Okay, so let me tell the story.
I don't know if I'm
is
gonna like
this
this
is
right.
years ago probably, but this is a story of us when we were first together. We were eating chocolate covered almonds, and so Melissa says to me, "Close your eyes and open your mouth. We're eating chocolate almonds." So what do I think she's gonna stick in my mouth? A chocolate almond. You know what she sticks in my mouth? An olive. An olive. Yeah. It's the right shape, but it does not taste the same. So when your eyes are closed and you think you're getting a chocolate almond and you eat an olive, let me tell you, you don't know what it might as well have been like a mouse brain or something like. "Ooh, ah." And I like olives, but I don't like olives when I think it's gonna be a chocolate almond.
the best bombs.
Okay.
She's such a saint. She pests me every day.
I don't know what his problem is. You see all sorts of
You
stories.
have no idea what I have to put up with.
I fed him
What
an
about the best bomb
olive.
story?
Okay, melt in the mouth, baked by hand, Dean.
Yeah.
Light and crumbly shortbread. This sounds like it might make more mess.
They were mine.
But
You
it's,
can't read it because it's
Petticoat
really
tails.
bright here.
oh yeah. You're just gonna have to trust me, that's what it says.
Oh, those are bigger than I imagined.
We're just gonna have a little piece of
Yeah,
it.
because
Otherwise,
I'll
we
just
really
have
did
half
this.
of that, preferably. Thank you.
Sometimes we can see the northern lights. Somebody's asking. Can we
Not
see them?
usually in the city though.
No, you have to get outside of the city because the city lights distract the light pollution.
That's good. I haven't been explaining anything.
Tastes
Watch
like-
me eat.
They're just gonna eat and not do any kind of taste
What do
test
they
at all.
call that?
Watch us eat for an hour.
They call it when you have a conversation and eat, mukbang or.
I don't know. Is that what people do?
Mm-hmm.
There's a.
This is super
Oh,
good.
you're dripping everywhere.
I'm dripping everywhere.
Wait, not.
I mean, I might need a vacuum first before I wipe the table. But it's like crispy shortbread, crumbly. It's really good. What do you guys think?
I like it.
It is very good.
Okay, I got
Oh.
Muckadoo, mukbang.
oh mukbang, something. Mrs.
Sounds like you're trying to
Tilly's.
speak
There was something else. I think this was
It's just
Mrs. Tilly's.
macaroon.
That one looks like birdseed.
It's a macaroon.
Oh,
Original Scottish
wait.
macaroon.
but there's a difference between macaroon and macaron.
Yeah, I think macaroons are more like a haystack, and a
Okay.
macaron is the egg white, like the meringue with the,
The
filling.
meringue, the really
Okay,
colorful
like
ones.
The
that.
French.
Can I leave a
Everybody
little?
Oh, wait,
in my
somebody
class
said-
is wrong.
Mukbang is when you eat everything on the menu, including the menu. I'll have everything, including this. Like
Oh.
Oh, it broke.
Everything on
Oh,
the
that's not what I
menu,
was
which means
expecting.
only
That's
the
not what
ink
I
and
was
paper.
expecting.
that. It does look like birdseed.
Hold on. Okay, I cut a little chunk off. It looks
Oh,
like
but the inside looks. What is it? Coconut?
No, but it's like hard, like a.
Okay, I'm gonna try this
Wait,
little
you
wedge.
can't
of
even
it.
see it. Wait, somebody, KC Collins.
Don't
I
see
think
it.
Alex has got. What?
Oh yeah.
What it?
Someone just give $5.
And thank you.
Casey says, I think Alex has gotten even for the olive after years of old cars and houses. Well, you know.
I agree.
You're gonna
One olive from years ago, and
This
you know,
one, I tried
didn't
a
even
tiny
know.
sliver of this one. It tasted just like pure icing sugar.
The truth is that
I'll have a
all
little
that
bit.
stuff happens when I'm at work, and then it's magically cleaned up before I get home. I didn't even know my ring was in peril. And somebody knew it was the ring that I got from the farmer's market.
I've been
That's
getting
pretty good.
messages from our tenant at the Potter's house, and they are saying
really
that it's
sweet,
a
huh?
hose inside the washer. They think they can fix it. He just said it kind of is troublesome because now they have to put a hose on. So, but hopefully they're okay with that. When is a Cadillac going to do some burnouts? You should watch how I parallel park in winter. It's pretty impressive.
Our whole street is like glare ice. Not as bad right now, but it's bad. And Alexander comes up the road and just slides in next to my car.
Yeah.
That would not happen for me.
I have
ever.
ice driving down to a science.
I don't want to jinx it. This was okay. So it tasted like coconut in the middle, like a coconut sugar. I don't know.
It's like icing sugar.
Yeah, like coconut icing sugar in the middle,
It was really good.
coconut
But very
on the outside.
sweet.
That was like pure sugar.
I
Hold on.
missed it in all
For
the
anybody that
sections.
just joined us,
Here, Steven.
Oh,
It's
give
water.
Steven the biggest piece you can.
not like straight vodka.
It's really sweet.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. It's really
Oh,
good.
that's,
How
that's
cold is it
nothing.
right now?
I ate like 2 times
It's below freezing.
It's
It's
good.
-7 degrees
But it's-
Celsius.
It was minus 17 with the wind chill.
Hey boys.
You guys remember?
Jason.
So it is -7 degrees Celsius, -19 I think with the wind chill.
Yep.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's cold.
Cold.
It's cold. Probably like 14 degrees.
It's not
or-
terrible. Like we usually, I mean, minus 25 and, okay, I forgot what we're doing here.
That looks amazing.
Parma violets, delicately perfumed. Oh, well that doesn't smell like the musk one. So wasn't it called musk, like straight up musk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
it's
it a lot,
Delicately
actually.
perfumed violet sweets.
Okay, Steve Hatt, where are you writing from? Because he seems to have a little issue with the Scots and having heart attacks.
Oh,
He
wait,
keeps
I was-
saying, the Scots don't, where I imagine you're from. The Scots don't have the highest heart attack rate in Europe for nothing. Tuck, 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 with
I
the
think
cigar.
Steve
I don't
Hatt-
know where you're from, Steve.
Steve,
I-
it might have been Steve that mentioned.
Maybe he's in Ireland or England. That seems
but-
like a.
I feel like it might have been him that mentioned about that clip. And the truth is that it wasn't supposed to be in there. And I took footage out and put it in the next vlog. That's how bad. It really was
It
embarrassing.
tastes
How is it?
soapy.
A little bit.
My prime shit.
Tastes kind of like musk.
It's kind of if you
Like
put.
the candy, not the.
Somebody's asking if
Lavender
Hans is going to do
soap.
the Dakota photo shoot idea. Hans would have no idea. I don't think they have his phone number. So that would be, and Heather is coming in late December. That's
I
when
don't know
she's
if they're asking about the Santa shoot. Oh, thank goodness you reminded me. I said I was going to send him a.
coming. Somebody
a
said I
picture
sound
of
like
that
Mr.
soup.
Krabs. If I wanted to sound like Mr. Krabs, I'd talk like this.
You guys, this tastes
But
like.
Boy Bob.
I think that these taste a little bit like. There's 3 of them. So
Oh,
I feel like
so-
this might be a favorite.
Can I have one?
But it kind of
good.
tastes like If you put shampoo into candy form in the best possible way, but
I like it.
tastes a little bit like you might have eaten soap after.
Wait, are you saying I sound like Mr. Krabs all the time, or just when I do my Mr. Krabs voice?
All the
Look, there's one.
Oh,
I
they
think
mean
this is
just
for you
when you-
guys, but it's blackjack. What do you think this is gonna be like?
licorice.
It's gonna taste like
Licorice.
old
Black
cards.
licorice.
I bet it's gonna taste like barrette.
I bet it's gonna taste like
Okay,
old
let's see what it looks like.
cards.
Try other voices.
Oh, why are you getting him
No,
started?
don't encourage him.
Blackjack, that's my
Look at how it's like
No.
super.
Dad,
Kermit.
Hey, Steven, have fun.
what did we say?
Is it like gum?
Ooh.
It looks
Is
like
it
Hubba
gum?
Bubba.
Yeah,
Thrills
this is-
gum. Everybody knows that Thrills gum tastes like soap. Why don't they make
It
toast?
doesn't
like
taste like
those
thrill.
gum.
This one tastes like.
They should make
Floral.
soap that's scented like Thrills, and people are like, yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of looks like chalk.
Yeah, like.
Kira says, Melissa,
it's
I
hot
love your
chocolate.
sweater.
I mean,
Aw, thanks.
licorice.
This sweater has lasted an abnormally long time. It doesn't pill.
What are you guys eating now?
Black licorice.
Oh, wow, she just blew that right in my face. I think she blew so hard that my eyeball turned left a little bit. Little turkey.
You asked.
It's
Yeah.
super sweet. Pretty
Ah.
good.
Who knew I was such a boy?
Look at Abigail's teeth. I have regrets. I'm glad I ate it near the end.
Oh god.
Well, thank you, Matthew. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater today.
So
Let's see.
Okay, we're getting to the end of the box.
Gum in the baseball cards was nasty, but it was all. Have you ever tried to peel the gum off the back of a baseball card and then it ripped like the paper and it was like a really good card too? You're like, no! There goes my rookie card, and then you ruined it. No, I think they do that anymore.
What?
Okay.
They used to put gum, like a really hard stick of pink gum, inside of a pack of.
That
hockey
wasn't that
baseball
long
cards.
ago.
Like when we were kids and before.
Huh.
Because at the time, people were like not gonna buy the cards unless you got the gum with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, but
It's just caramel.
This one says Tunnoc's Real Milk Chocolate Caramel Wafer Biscuits.
I feel like this is gonna be one of my favorites.
It feels like a wafer biscuit. Okay, let's see if this is gonna be. I was gonna keep
Like
track
in
of.
different packets.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, like the other one. Like
They all come individually wrapped. That's so
like
nice.
this one.
Matthew Fox says he ate gum from a pack of hockey cards from 1979 OPG. First off, Matthew, I know you're Canadian from that comment because OPG's only in
Matthew's
Canada.
the one with the bracelets.
Oh, hey Matthew. But did you eat that in 1979 or did you eat it like this year and it was 1979 gum?
that's what I was gonna say.
We have a customer that comes to our store named Bob Harder. I'm telling this story, Bob, so if
You
you're
guys
watching,
have probably seen him.
you see him on our live
Smells
feeds
like
all the time.
coffee crisp.
So Bob came into my store and bought a 1999 Millennium Edition Coca-Cola 6-pack.
Oh my gosh.
No, I gave it to him. I didn't even sell it to him. And I said, just don't drink it, because who would drink it? Well, guess what he went home and did? He drank like, what, my goodness, that was like 10-year-old Coca-Cola.
So, wait, did I give you some? Oh, no.
Apparently it cleaned him right out.
I remember on Instagram, he's on Instagram, and
Yeah.
he said, look what I bought, like this 1990, what was it from?
Yeah, like 99 or 2000. It was like special edition
Yeah.
Coca-Cola in a
Coke.
bottle.
And then right afterwards, the next post was like, I shouldn't have drank that Coke. Like,
Yeah, which makes me nervous because he's also the one that bought the bottle of Belladonna chocolate-covered strychnine pills, and I said, you really shouldn't be eating this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway, I might have to censor. I think he knew he was just being silly by drinking a bottle of that Coke, but yuck.
Yo.
It's really good.
if you guys, okay, first, what do you guys think this tastes like?
It tastes like
Coffee crisp.
kind of like a coffee crisp, but with wafer and,
And
chewy.
caramel.
And it's more chewy.
chewier.
It's got
It's
Super
like
good
a
too.
chewy coffee crisp.
Oh, I
So-
see. Dakota wants to turn hands into Santa Claus.
Yeah, they want to have like a creepy Santa shoot. It's
Yeah.
gonna be, what was it? Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, for
It sounds like a
hands.
virus.
Yeah.
poor
Something.
hands.
I'm excited.
Okay.
for this.
Hans has already
Hey!
got the beard, that's for sure.
We for sure do not have anything like
Rhubarb
this.
and mustard.
Rhubarb and
Oh, custard.
and custard.
Oh.
That looks
Oh,
pretty
you know what?
that's
I forgot about
enticing.
this.
That
too.
would worse.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it would be good.
No artificial colors or flavors.
Hey, if you guys didn't know, I know it's Thanksgiving in the United States.
Oh wait, today? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
No, it's Good
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving for the States, and then Friday's Good Friday.
No, Friday, Good Friday.
not Good
Black
Friday,
Friday
Black
is
Friday.
before Thanksgiving, is it not?
It's on Friday,
Ah.
and
Anyway.
Thanksgiving is Thursday.
Oh,
Whoever's
tomorrow
in
is
the-
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Okay, thank
See?
you.
We're gonna be
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
For-
on my holiday.
Really
For
hard.
us, Thanksgiving already happened back in October, so we just get discounts and we get Cyber Monday and Black Friday deals without having to go crazy and ruin our family weekend. Yeah.
It's hard like a rock.
I could suck on this all day.
Oh, it looked like it was gonna be chewy, like a gummy.
That's why I put the whole thing in my mouth.
Same.
I don't know what it tastes like.
When is our, like, October the what?
I don't know. It changes. Ours changes.
Now I taste it.
Because we're weird.
Hey Siri, when's Canadian Thanksgiving?
Good old Siri.
I have to ask my phone.
We don't even need to know anything anymore.
Thanksgiving is on Monday, October 12th, 2020.
I guess what's the second Monday of the month?
That's 2020.
I know, the next one's October 12th, 2020. So you know what we'll be doing October 12th, 2020? We'll be eating turkey.
Okay, so this one is lemon curd.
That was actually really good, by the way. It tasted kind of.
I
It's
can't
a
really
little
taste it yet.
sour, but not really.
I
Hello
expected it to be like a
I
gummy.
can't believe that this made it.
Hello, New Mexico. New Mexico.
Extra special lemon curd, smooth, sharp, and prepared with free-range eggs. My custard did not turn out, you guys. I did not cook it properly.
Is it like glass?
Casey says
Yeah.
I should pay more attention to you.
You should.
I should. If I paid more
You
attention
guys,
to you.
here's what happens is he'll be like, oh, you want attention? And then he attacks me and tickles me. So
That's right.
I guess there's worse things in life than to be loved by your husband. Oh, poor me.
That's
I
right.
have it so bad.
Steven, can you get 4 spoons?
The only annoying thing is anything like stinky that comes in the house.
Does
But
it
that can
help?
go. I took the thing off and it instantly like has lemon stuff coming out. But it's still sealed. Yeah, we may as well just try it on a.
It looks like pudding.
It smells just like lemon meringue pie.
Oh yeah, it smells like lemon meringue pie filling. If you guys ever had lemon meringue pie. My
Just
mom
don't
used to
have
I
make
bet
it.
it
that.
tastes rather
I
similar.
think most people have made lemon meringue pie. What do you think?
It's really good.
Can
Oh,
I get
lemon
a
curd
scoop?
is spread on toast. Well, not in
Cool.
this case. It's spread on spoon.
Tastes like lemon meringue pie.
It's good.
It's really good.
Oh, it's sweet.
It's really good.
Wait, it tastes like. Doesn't just taste like a lemon meringue pie. It tastes like something else after.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
This one's made with free range eggs. That's an
Yeah.
excellent value. Because they're free.
Yeah. For free.
For free.
What was that off of?
Bedtime stories.
Is
With
it?
Adam Sandler.
Oh my goodness. Anytime somebody. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me get this
Can I
straight.
open these ones?
We're
Somebody
just
said it's
opening one.
basically the same as pie filling in jam form.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. I like it a lot.
This one is another one of the Barrett Wham Original with sour crystals. So far, I didn't taste any artificial sugar, like aspartame or. It kind of. So the lemon curd kind of has like a creamy taste, like lemon. I'm sure most of you
I
probably
Really
tried it.
sour.
I could eat
It
that
tastes
whole
like
thing.
lemon meringue pie with like
I probably not.
maybe a hint of condensed sweetened milk or something in it.
Melissa says that she, not you, Melissa, our viewer, says that she
Yeah.
could eat the entire jar. And Melissa, that's unhealthy. It's made of glass. You should not
Wow.
do that.
Okay, let me. This is like Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Are we frozen?
Low power mode.
Can you grab my charger, Steven?
Sure.
From upstairs, the
I think it's.
power pack?
All right.
Okay,
Okay, you guys can take a break if you want. I think we're done.
They're just grabbing the
Oh,
power
I'm
pack.
trying to start.
I'm working on it, I'm working on it.
I
Hold on,
flung it at
Mom,
Sorry.
Mom's trying.
I'm trying.
The name. Oh, I'm gonna write Steven's. If you watch the comments, Jason, if you watch the comments, I'm putting in Steven's channel name in here.
I'll put when I get a chance to put the description in, I'll put it Alexander's channel link, Steven's channel link, and also Alyssa, she just put up another vlog today, and I noticed she didn't have a lot of people see it yet, so, and it's pretty funny. Okay, all right, let's try it. Steven, it's in my room,
No, we did Thanksgiving last month. Somebody was asking.
but happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm so glad I didn't do a live on Thanksgiving with me eating a bunch of candy.
Our Thanksgiving is very much related to the end of the harvest. And the U.S. Thanksgiving is related to the harvest, but also the sharing of the feast with the indigenous peoples.
Yeah.
Ours is more just harvest related. So
Ours is giving thanks for each other and the harvest.
yeah. So the bounty which comes with the harvest.
Yeah.
So
I
It
love
tastes
it.
like Laffy. Oh no, Starburst.
we eat the same kind of food though. Like a traditional Thanksgiving meal here would be turkey, Thanksgiving stuffing, cranberry
Gravy.
sauce, gravy,
Salad. Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Our table looks crazy.
Except for we have different like. So I didn't realize that we all don't have pumpkin pie. So somebody said, what, pumpkin in a pie? Gross. But it's kind of like sweet potato pie.
It's one of my favorites.
Wait, you guys don't have pumpkin pie?
Someone, I can't remember who wrote me, and then I saw in the comments. I just assume we all eat the same. I don't know why. I know that's not possible,
Oh, we're
especially
done.
because I don't eat fish.
Oh yeah, ketchup chips.
Mm.
You touch that.
Heather can probably answer that. So somebody's asking, is Alyssa going to move? You guys,
Yeah.
you can go
Thank you
play and
guys
stuff
for
now.
doing the taste testing with me,
Yeah,
Oh, you're welcome.
you can go
and
play.
thank you for grabbing
I'll
the
hang out with
chart.
Mario. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna put this all back in the box. Thank you very much, Moira.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
will continue to enjoy that probably for the next couple months.
We probably should not have eaten all that, but it was really good.
What were you gonna say, Alexander? You were in the middle of saying something, and then you said Alyssa.
Oh, somebody was asking if Alyssa would move to Canada if her mom did. I don't know. I mean, we'd like to have family close by, but she's married to a very nice man who has a lot of family in Colorado Springs, so I think it would be difficult. Very difficult to leave all your family behind. So we'll
But
we'll
we wouldn't
see.
say no to her coming up.
We got to work on. First, we'll lure them up by getting their mom here. First, we'll kidnap an American. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one. We're gonna take one of your people if you're in the States. We're gonna take my sister and bring her up here, and then we'll convince all of her family to come up here too. Heather says we're working on her. She just needs to see that winters aren't as bad as she thinks. Well, then you shouldn't bring her up in winter. We can lie about how nice it is. I heard a joke. They were saying you go to a city and then they say, oh, you should really come back when it's warmer. It's like, you know, the worst advertising. Like, don't even bother showing up in winter. It's not that bad. It's frosty and snowy, and we're gonna take Heather. I'm hoping that every winter they build an ice castle here. It's pretty big, and they light it all up and everything, and it's this whole ice. In Montreal, they do an ice hotel that you can actually sleep in. You can go there and stay at the ice hotel, and you have a room that's made out of ice, and everything's carved out of ice. It's pretty cool, literally, because it's ice. But I wonder if somebody was just like really mean and they brought like a little blowtorch. You could sneak into, you could like skip out on your bill at the hotel room and just blowtorch your way out very slowly out of the wall. How did they get out of here? I don't know. There's just a little hole.
They must have to like make it in blocks and then form it,
Yeah.
not just stand there with a hose.
A garden hose.
Shaving
Yeah.
it.
That would take a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I think they form blocks and then they build it. But if you
Yeah,
guys,
I've
it's
heard.
really cool. You have to look it up.
It doesn't get that cold here. I mean, for me, I wouldn't mind the winters if the roads were good all the time. I mean, that's unrealistic. But if I could be completely spoiled, I would have that. Not terrifying ice roads. No.
Yeah. Somebody said, I want to know more about Edmonton. Edmonton is a city of right around 1 million people, I guess. There's a few communities around it which are essentially attached. St. Albert, Sherwood Park. There's little other cities which are attached to us.
It feels like it's just part of it.
It just feels like it's part of us. Sorry if you're from that community.
I know, they're like, no,
They're
we're
like,
not.
We're not. We're our own thing.
Yeah,
but
they're
you're
really
kinda
nice,
not.
though.
So there's about 1 million people here. We have the Edmonton Oilers hockey team. There's, I don't know, a lot of oil and gas industry jobs here. We're like the Texas of Canada.
I'll try to do more on my vlogs too, especially with stuff to do in winter. So then you guys can come along with us on some of the things in Edmonton.
Edmonton has the Grocery Girls. Is that another
What's the
YouTube
Grocery
channel?
Girls?
Maybe it's a YouTube channel.
Maybe.
We also have the biggest mall in North America. It's bigger than the Mall of America, if you can believe it. It's owned by the same people as the Mall of America. West Edmonton Mall, which is like 5-10 minutes from our house, is right by us, and it's a massive mall. It's a shopping mall that has a water park. Oh, you've vlogged it. There's like a water park. There's an amusement park center. There's all kinds of stuff.
But I vlogged like that there was like a big Santa Maria ship in there, and I forgot to show that there's hundreds and hundreds of stores. I just showed like the amusement park stuff, but because that part's weird. Like you don't imagine that you're gonna go in and see like this crazy roller coaster that does loop-de-loops.
Somebody said, I'm surprised you all don't drive 4x4s. I'm driving a 64 Cadillac all year. And I drove a 53 Nash last winter.
Most of us, most people do drive. The thing is with the truck is that they're all over the road.
Yeah, the back end of a truck is very light, and
Most of
4x4
us
can put you
drive
in a spin.
SUVs
Yeah.
because
oh.
you need to.
Redneck Rhyme says, my neighbor just bought a Grand Wagoneer. I actually like those a lot. If I was to get an SUV, a 4x4, I would get an old Grand Wagoneer with the wood paneling, which she loves wood paneling, right? No.
No.
That's like her least favorite.
Well, it depends. We had that little car that had the wood paneling, remember?
Yeah.
What was that? You know, the cutesy little poo. Should have like a basket in it and have like an English grandmother driving it around.
I had a Morris Minor, basically a Morris Mini Woody Wagon is what
That
I had.
was
Not
cute.
a Minor. We had a Morris Mini Woody
If it
Wagon.
was like real wood, but you know the old, I'm not a big fan of the fake wood on the side because we had one. So.
Autumn says she wants the Isetta. That Isetta, well, it's essentially a clown car. It looks like a Disney cartoon character. All I need to do is paint some eyeballs on the front and you're pretty well set. It is the cutest little car, and I can't even imagine selling it because it's so cute. I had somebody come into the store today, they wanted to buy my ambulance.
Everybody wants to buy that ambulance.
They said...
I'm surprised it's lasted this long that he hasn't sold it yet, but it's so good for packing things up, like for
It is a really
kicks and
good
stuff.
truck, yeah.
It has the hookups for a stretcher, but he can move motorcycles, and so yes, somebody said you forgot to mention there's stuff to do in summer. Of course there is. I love summer. There's so much to do in summer. Street performers, the Fringe. The Fringe is the street performers.
Oh, there's accidents all the time. Somebody's asking, any wrecks on icy roads? Yeah, but we are well equipped here. If it
Yeah.
snows, they come and scrape it down right away. They sand the roads.
Yeah.
So it's generally quite safe to drive
And
here.
we have winter tires. Most of us have winter tires or ice tires on, so
Yeah.
we don't just go out in summer tires. And some people do. But he laughs. Yeah.
I drove the Austin A40 to my store a couple weeks ago before we had the bad weather hit. It has no heater.
But that was already kind of bad weather.
It might have a heater. It has a heater that I think would be unsatisfactory if you lived in the warmer part of England where the thing was designed. How this was marketed to people in Canada back in the 40s. So like, hey, you survived the war, you can survive this. 1949, they deserve better. I get like a 49 Ford is a pretty modern car by comparison. When you drive this thing, it's like driving a pre-war tractor. Like literally, I don't know why I'm bouncing because that's the suspension when you're driving it. It's cute and I love it and I love owning it. But let me tell you, folks,
I forgot we still had that car.
See, we have car. This is how I can get away with buying other cars. She doesn't even remember the cars we currently own.
Yep, it's true. That's because those ones are at the store. It's once they take up my parking spot, that's when I'm not such a saint. I don't like walking down the street with a whole bunch of kids that I have to take to school down the street to my car covered in ice.
That doesn't happen that often.
No, I told them it only happened once, and it's because you forgot that
Yeah.
I was still down the street. Didn't matter. The kids took forever to get in the car.
My roller coaster Lisa, great name by the way. I guess you've got your ups and downs. Roller coaster Lisa is asking, are you going to name your raccoon luxury car once it's refurbished? I found out that my roller coaster, my raccoon eating Rolls Royce already has a name. I actually know the whole story of the car. The people that I'll do this in the next vlog I do about the car too, but the car was owned by a family that lived in a nice neighborhood in Pebble Beach. They lived in Del Monte Forest, I guess, if you're from that area and you know that's where they lived. And then they moved to New Mexico. But that car, because I'm essentially the third owner of the car, it was named the Empress. So when they got it brand new, it was bought and purchased and driven by a lady, and then it was given to her daughter, and then she sold it to the guy who basically destroyed it. So to respect and honor these two lovely ladies that owned this car before, and they were well respected in their communities and did a lot for their communities. They were very nice people, adventurous people. I am going to keep the name of the Empress for that car because that's the name that it was given brand new. So yeah. Del Monte Forest, is that where they grow canned food? No, that Del Monte Forest is just where they grow the cans to put the fruit in, I think.
Yeah. Is Heather on right now?
Yeah, Heather's on there
Hi,
somewhere.
Heather.
Oh, do you want me to keep doing this?
I did. I made Matthew a moderator on my channel too. Thanks, Matthew.
Oh, okay.
But if you see Heather, you can make her a moderator on. Not that I need it, but still, just in case. Good night.
So are we signing off then? Or are you saying goodnight?
Yeah. No. Somebody said good night, guys. You can see it.
Oh, okay.
If anybody has any more questions, we'll stay on for just a couple more minutes and then.
Better start looking for shops. She's gonna throw you out. No, she hasn't thrown me out yet.
No, I wouldn't throw them out.
You know, on the plus side, I've always been like this.
It's true. I think I was worried in the beginning, but
You were worried? That's
Yeah.
what you were worried about?
no.
You were worried about this guy drives a little car. When Melissa and I met, I was driving 62 Buick is what I had.
Yeah.
And that was my daily driver all winter long, everything 62 Buick. And then we had a 64 Ford when we were kind of dating. So
If you started listing off our cars,
no, but I mean the cars that we went on our first dates in.
but it wasn't that. I wasn't used to. So I've always been like, for my family, we had like an exact amount of money and like you knew exactly where it was going. Where Alexander would be, he knew how to flip. I mean, not flip, but he'd be able to figure out, okay, we have this bill coming up. I know this car. I know this person that really wants that car. He'd be the middleman, and all of a sudden we'd have money for the bills. But I would panic because we'd be talking about, eating. I mean, now craft dinner is expensive. And all of a sudden I'd hear a tow truck backing up and there'd be a car in our driveway. But now I know.
Okay, so show us a pic of your wedding day. We don't have one handy right now.
No.
But it was like this.
Actually, Alexander had allergies that day. So his poor face is red. And
I got pulled over by the police on our wedding day.
Yep.
Yep. And I wasn't speeding or anything.
Now, you know what? I wasn't in the car, but my brother Ben was. Now, being with Alexander for as long as I have, I would be really surprised if he wasn't speeding. It's like on a little back country road in the middle. Like,
No,
I feel like there was more to the
I was not
story
speeding.
than this whole.
So
I don't know.
we were living in Winnipeg at the time, and we were driving a 1967 Mercedes-Benz 250 SL.
Yeah.
That's what we were driving. It was the 250 SL California style, which meant that it didn't have a soft top from factory. It had a back seat, a removable hard top. Anyway, we were driving it, and my window on the side came off the track. You know, when you roll up and down a window, it came off. So I took it into a glass shop to get it reset. And I got pulled over on my way to the glass shop. This is wedding day. I'm like, hey, while we're in town, I had to get it fixed. It was cold. It was May. It snowed that day. We had to drive back and freeze. And so I thought, well, she's getting all ready. I was already in my suit. I'm going to go to this glass shop and they're going to fix the window. So I got pulled over for not stopping long enough at a stop sign. And I feel
But
like
I don't think there was a stop sign where you got pulled over.
there was like nobody. I was the only car on the road other than the cop car. And I got pulled
I
over.
couldn't see Alexander ever running a stop sign. Speeding?
No, I did not run a stop sign.
Yes, but running a stop sign, I would be very surprised. I don't think I've ever witnessed you run a stop sign in my life.
Yeah, no, I have not. Anyway, and the guy held me there for an excessively long amount of time. I'm like, it's my wedding day. This is my mistake. I said, I'm getting married. Is it possible that, how long is this going to take?
You hurry this up?
And he's like, like, right. And so he just let me sit there for like half an hour. And I'm sure they were getting stressed out. Were you guys getting worried where I was?
Yeah. Yeah, we were. You weren't there.
You could have started without me. Bum, bum, ba, bum. And
I
then
only had family there.
you could have had a puppet like standing for me. Hi, I'm Puppet Alex. And they like when the real one gets there. Otherwise, you might have been married to a puppet. You kind of are. I am puppet-like in my mannerisms and. Yeah, so I was not in a tux, I was just in a suit. So anyway, we get there. It was a fun day. We had a very simple wedding. We got married in her uncle's living room. We had 9 people there, I think. Just as the
13
piece.
altogether.
Very small.
Yeah.
Big wedding and spend their money on the wedding. We saved our money from the wedding and we ended up putting that money towards buying our first house. So we thought, why do a big giant wedding? Let's just have our immediate family have dinner, tell stories, and use the money that we have to go towards a house. And I honestly think that was the right thing to do for us anyway. it set us up for success. We sold that house and bought the one that we're in here, so
Yeah,
it worked
that's
out
true.
really good.
I just, I mean, for our wedding, I would have liked like more of your family to have been able to be there, but I'm really lucky that they're part of our lives now. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that I'm really lucky.
Well,
that
that was
they're-
another story.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that they're all apart. You know, because we all live so far away from each other too. So
Yeah, and I have not rented out my old store yet, Steve.
does that not make Melissa the puppet master?
Oh,
Have you guys met Alexander? There's no puppet master. There's only this. There's only
Wait,
this master of
we
the puppet.
we collaborate
We collaborate. What do
Yeah.
we collaborate on?
on everything. We chat about what we're with big stuff. We talk it through and we figure it out. Vacations.
Yeah, yeah. Did you say no when somebody offered a thing for free? No, I said yes. What?
No,
But usually,
like when I bought the Potter's house,
yeah,
I didn't buy the Potter's house. We did. It was our money. Actually, a lot of people say, because I was doing an Airstream renovation video at that time, and people are like, what happened in the last video? What happened was I knew a guy who wanted the Airstream for basically what I was into it for, so I didn't get to make any money off it.
yeah.
But
But a super nice friend of ours too.
yeah, nice guy.
Yeah.
So he bought the Airstream off of us as it was, and so I didn't have time to do a farewell video or finish it or anything. Basically, I got the interior all done. It looked nice. It was cozy in there. And it went off to a new owner, and I used the money from selling the Airstream to help fund the Potter's house. That's what happened to that. So the end of the Airstream series was really the beginning of the Potter's house series.
Well, we were lucky with the Potter's House series. It was all of you that made it possible that we were able to fix up the Potter's House, because the revenue from ads and stuff like that went directly to the contractors, back into the house, and helped Mary's family as well. So I think that all happened for a reason. So
Yeah, and I mean that's why there's commercials on the videos and stuff. Is
Yeah.
that's essentially how we try and afford the things we do and the content we put on the channel.
but we were lucky because it helped a lot of people. So
Yeah,
that was, and we didn't have to
Oh.
see that house get knocked down.
and I had sad news today.
No, is it like
No, Mary's son passed away yesterday.
what?
Yeah,
Did I meet her son?
you met Lyle? Yeah,
No.
yeah. Like he came to the house and met us there and stuff.
Yeah, I know Lyle.
Yeah, I just talked to him on the phone not that long ago, and so it's and he was a very nice man. They called him Brinks. I guess he was a football player and he worked at a farm, a Brinks farm, so they called him Brinks. But he was also, I guess, really tough. So Brinks like a Brinks truck. But
Sorry.
um,
Talk out.
anyway, that was kind of a
Yeah, that's
sad
awful
news to hear
news.
today. So
Well, that was
thoughts going out to their family if they're watching at all. But yeah, he's
yeah, that's awful
passed
news.
on. So Karen now is I'll have to give her a call and talk to her. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can. But he did get to. The nice thing is, before he passed away, he got to see his old house get fixed up.
Yeah.
He got to see his mom get treated with respect, and her legacy carry on. And we were able. He phoned me, and he really, because we gave half the money from the proceeds of selling the pottery I found in the house back to him and his sister.
Yeah.
And he phoned and was was very thankful that we did that. And it's nice to know that we could at least try and make the last bit of his life a little bit more comfortable, in some way. So
And it was part of that adventure that ended up being something really positive in the end rather than something negative.
it did indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we met Lyle under those circumstances as a positive journey. So
Yeah. But I think, let's see, we'll try and switch topics now.
Yeah.
Moira, thank you so much for the snack box. How you packed all that stuff in that little box, you should be working at, I don't know, the Tetris factory or wherever they have to put a bunch of stuff
did you
together.
see what I did with the card? Moira, if you were on here, hold on, let me just cover your address. She said, please excuse my writing. You guys, she has like the nicest writing. Excuse what? It's amazing. But thank you so much. Honestly, we will have that. We will be gnawing on treats and providing our guests with treats from Scotland now, thanks to you. So
Oh, somebody says YouTube in the US is changing rules, so many videos will be blocked. I think it's the COPPA thing. We're not honestly worried about that. That is if you're creating, so in circumstances, if you are creating content directed at children,
Yeah.
YouTube cannot basically try and direct market to children like they were before. So basically, advertising and all sorts of things will change for those channels.
They're just trying to protect children's rights and privacy
Which
laws.
is fine, because
Yeah.
honestly, some YouTubers out there were definitely not kind to their kids.
But it's going to affect the people that do make child content, like say stuff for preschools or anything like that, that are directed straight to kids. It's going to affect their advertising for sure. And that's where you make your revenue. I
Wait.
mean, some.
Is Hands on?
Why, did somebody say, hey, Hans?
Yeah.
Hans, are you on here? You got to say hi again so we can see you at the bottom.
Yeah. So when it comes to those rules, I'm not overly worried about that for us, because we're not a kid channel. We're a channel that is for grown-ups, that is family friendly.
People could watch us with the kids, but we're directed at adults.
Oh yes, I see. Hans is on somewhere, and Hans' friend. Well, nice to see you guys on. I don't know if it's Zenobia and Hans, or if it's just Hans himself, but anyway, it's... Oh, Zenobia, yeah, I see you right there. Yes, it's me, how are you? So, Zenobia, if you see that, Zenobia McQuitty is on. She is the lady that appeared in the video with Hans that was basically helping us shop.
Yeah.
More like guiding us like a motherly parent would guide her little chicks.
She was the women's touch. All those things that people would, I think, forget about that you need in a house when you first start back in a house. Yeah. She remembered. She made sure they got.
Yeah. So, no, thank you very much for taking care of that. So, Hans is on right now. So, yeah, if you guys all want to say hi to Hans, he's on the live feed right now, too. He's listed under Zenovia's name there. He's under that account. So, really nice to see you guys. Hans, I want to come up and see your place. It looks all cozy up there now. You guys sent me pictures of the bedroom all set up and everything. And it looks like are you going to decorate for Christmas? Are you going to put a Christmas tree up or any decorations? I don't know. Maybe you guys will have time for that at some point. But I sure hope it gets nice and cozy there. And makes me happy to think, Hans, one of the best things, I rewatched my video, and the happiest part of that whole video for me was watching you and Charlie hanging out at your kitchen table.
Yeah.
I was like, good.
Laughing.
Now Charlie can go say, he can tell Marlene, I'm going over to Hans's place to have tea, or coffee. Like, you have a place to do that. So that was probably the most awesome part of that video for me, is that you can just live your life. And honestly, I want to kind of stay out of your business at this point, other than maybe having you come help me on future projects.
Yeah.
I just want you to live your life and be happy. So I'm not going to come and keep pestering you. I mean, we did a couple updates because people were asking for updates on how you were doing.
Yeah.
But I'm just really happy for you, especially when it starts getting cold like this too.
Yeah.
You crazy kook. Why did you should have said something that you were living in a no heat. We would have done something a while back.
Yeah, but Hans. He's not going to say anything.
No, Hans doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
He's just, I know you're fine.
He's just happy. He makes everything work.
Yes. So, Hans, if you didn't see, Dakota apparently wants to make you look like Santa Claus for a
It would
picture.
be like a scary picture, though. It's not like not scary. What is that type of art called? We're going to call it scary. I'm so sorry, Dakota.
Dakota, his moody, dramatic art.
Yeah, like a scary Santa. They're like, you should make Hans.
We can't make Hans scary.
That's what I said.
No, I don't know, Dakota. I think you're very talented, but we can't make Hans scary. Yeah. He's just a nice guy, and you can't have somebody who laughs that much be in a scary picture, unless he's like laughing so hard that people are like crying from the laughter, like, "Wah, he's so funny." But I don't know. Anyway, macabre. Somebody's saying Gothic claws. No. Yeah, if you don't cut your toenails in summer, then you're sandal claws.
Wow.
Yuck.
What was it we were talking about? You making was that with Heather? We were talking about, about you making a book with all your dad jokes, and you're like, it has to have context and be in the moment.
That's right. My dad jokes I can't. People are like, say a dad joke. I can't just. It's not like I have them memorized. It just has to happen.
It depends, though. Every once in a while, he has a gooder that he just holds on to, and I know
I do
he's
keep
said
a
it
few in
more
my
than
back
once.
pocket. Yes, I do. I do keep some in my back pocket, but it has to be in context. I wait until somebody says a word that I have a dad joke attached to, and then I connect those things, and the magic happens.
Magic.
So Alexandria is asking if Hans will make more videos. Hans doesn't have a YouTube channel, but if he's up to it, we do. He did, and I don't want to speak for you, Hans. You'll probably let us know yourself here. But once we start doing renovations to your place, which I'll come help you with this time around, then yeah, certainly we'll record that, fixing and leveling the foundation and things like that. So yeah. Let's see.
How could I ever make a scary Santa, guys? I agree.
Redneck Rhymes says, Hans is so caring. Hashtag make the world better. I really wish in some day, we in some small way, we could make the world a little bit better place.
I think all of us can, easily. Like, just everything that we do during our day has an influence on somebody else, even if it's one person. I think that's important to remember, that we don't always have to do things on a large scale. If we all do something small, it ends up being something on a very huge scale, because we're all together in this. We all are together in this.
We are
Yeah.
indeed.
So the smallest thing, I know a lot of people were like, oh, I can't donate. I'm like, yeah, but your comments and your just the comments alone and cheering somebody on is enough sometimes.
Yeah.
Just knowing that you hear them, or
There's ways to, the hard thing is sometimes you have family that needs help financially, but that's not the help that they need.
you can't just give people money and make everything better.
No, sometimes you have to help people to help themselves. You have to give them the tools to be successful or to feel more confident or be able to take care of themselves.
You have to make sure not to help in a Band-Aid way that, it gets rid of whatever the problem is for that very second, but they're going to be in the exact same space in a very short period from then, and your help didn't help at all because it wasn't the right kind of help.
We try and help as many people in our lives as we can. It's not all about trying to raise money or doing things like that, but
No.
that was, I think, ultimately the right solution for Hans, and I think for Adam last year as well. So
Yeah, I agree.
it's a-
That's different. That
was
wasn't
different.
just money. That was there was a purpose for the money each time. It wasn't just giving
Yeah, no, there was absolutely intention behind that.
yeah.
Incidentally, I'm going to be in Ontario. I'm going to visit Adam. I'll be doing an update video on it. If you're not aware of who Adam is, he's the fellow that we kind of helped out last year, or that we as a community and myself helped out last year.
Yeah.
I'm going to visit him. I'm going to a Christmas party with him, like on December 6th or 7th or something, like coming right
Not
up.
when you first get there, is it?
Like the next day, I think.
That's-
But I'll
that's
be
gonna
doing
awesome.
I'll be doing a meetup in Niagara Falls. The beautiful, wait, I should do game show voice for this. Come down to Niagara Falls, land of oceanic views, and suddenly drop off a cliff and surprise!
I was on a live with Dakota, and Dakota was trying to do a game show voice, and they're like, Alex would so be doing this right now.
I would.
You were right.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
all over Ontario for a few days there. There is a really big toy show happening in Woodstock, Ontario on that weekend, I think on the Sunday. I'm gonna be there. I'm also gonna be going to visit a fellow at his video retro arcade, I think is what his place is called, Retro Play Arcade or Retro Arcade. I'm going to visit him at his store. I don't know if he's arranging anything or not, but I thought, well, heck, I'll go out there and see him. So I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff. I will be in Niagara
And
Falls.
vlogging.
Yeah, and vlogging. There's information on my Facebook page if you want to come for a visit. We're going to a place apparently Niagara Falls is famous for its chicken wings. Which means there's a lot of
So you like chicken wings?
there's a lot of stumpy chicken running around Niagara Falls with no wings, but it's famous for its chicken wings. So we are gonna go do that, and we're gonna go check that out. So yeah, I'm gonna be in Woodstock. I'm gonna be in London. I'm gonna be in Niagara Falls. I'm gonna be in Toronto. Not all at the same time. I can't
That's
teleport.
good. Oh my goodness.
But I'm going to be in those places. So yeah, we are, if you want to come and say hi, if you're from Ontario in that area, check out my Facebook page for information.
Are you doing a meetup?
Yeah, I'm doing a meetup in Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Did you say that already? And I was too busy coughing.
Yeah.
I knew that. Thanks, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew,
I
you
do.
are so on it.
Oh, that's why. You know what? I was asking him to be a moderator on Dakota's channel. I thought, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I ask him to be a moderator. Ask you, beg you, to be one on mine.
I'm excited to go to Woodstock. What I'm hoping when I go to and I am going on some picks. I never call like the American pickers started calling it picks. I just used to call it antiquing. I was gonna go antiquing or hunting for stuff, but now if you say picks, people know what you're talking about. I am going on a few adventures out that way to see if I can find some treasure, and I have some leads on some really cool things. The guy that I bought the guy that I bought the raccoon infested Rolls Royce from has a lot of other stuff. Like that was the least odd thing that he had. It was like, yeah, and I got this Rolls, it's been eaten by raccoons, and I got a jet engine out of a 747. I'm not kidding. Oh, he's got stuff. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need more water?
No, I'm okay. I still have a
Do you need some of those dry Scottish crackers?
No.
To what you're
It's not
wishing?
that. It's that I had it cold for the last 3 days. And that whole, you know, everybody says you should have lemon and honey tea, like just hot water with lemon and honey in it. And the honey's supposed to kill the virus and everything. I think that might have actually worked. I know there's science behind like the whole antiviral thing, but yeah, I think that it was only 2 days and I feel amazingly better. Although I'm hacking. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
I will, I'll probably have another video or so coming up. I've been working on one from around the store because I am getting ready to do an auction. December 15th, Kastner Auctions is doing an antique sale, and I've been taking a bunch of stuff down there. So I'm going to do a video kind of describing the process and showing some of the things I'm putting up.
Yeah.
And then some what's going on around the store. Like right now, remember that if you were watching my episodes, the shelf in the front of our store is sagging. I'm fixing that tomorrow. No,
Yeah.
Josh and Dakota. They're too busy doing Josh and Dakota stuff to come help
Plus
me.
they have also vehicle problems right now. Vehicle woes.
Yeah, this is true. He's looking
Okay.
for a big 4x4.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm fixing that tomorrow. So I'll have a video out about the auction stuff. And then one, I've been working on the junky old car in my garage. So it's less junky now though. It's every time I do something to it, it's less junky. I just finished doing the dashboard on it and it's looking way better.
Fried sliced garlic. Oh, I put a lot of fried sliced garlic in the tomato sauce yesterday.
Would I ever go to Atlanta? Yeah, I'd go to Atlanta.
Cinnamon stick.
I would. My aunt lived in Marietta, Georgia for a while. I should have gone and visited her when she lived down there. But I would love to go to Atlanta. I would go anywhere. I like to travel and I like people. So I would go pretty much anywhere. It's just a matter of whether I can or should or, you know. One thing I really want to do is I would like to go over to England and go up the coast to Northumberland where my family was from. And that would be, I've always kind of wanted to do that, like, you know, backpacking adventure kind of thing. You know, when most kids like take a year off of school before college, I was working. And then I went back to college later. I was working. So I would like to go and do something like that. I've never been to the UK. And now that I know where my family's from, I might be able to visit some headstones and kind of see where my family came from. Trace it back to Wayne County, Michigan, which is the first person that came over from the Archbold side was in Wayne County, which is right by the airport.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, apparently. It's, you know, when I'm in London, Ontario, I'm not that far from Detroit, really. It's just across the Great Lake.
Are you gonna go?
No, I'm not that great of a swimmer.
Bye,
No,
Susie.
I don't think I should drive to Detroit. I don't think, I'd be the worst person to get lost in Detroit.
Okay. Dad said, I can come by and help you tomorrow. I have the day off.
Dave, are you serious? Dave, father-in-law Dave. But Dave, can you lift? I'm asking not because I don't think you're strong. I'm asking because you had surgery like a month ago. But if you're healthy enough to lift, yes, I need help lifting that shelf back up on top. So if you want to swing on by around 10:30 in the morning tomorrow, Dave, I could really use your help. And maybe I'll capture that on video and show you what we're up to. I have a
He said,
plan.
Yep.
Yep.
I gave it a pop at the end.
Yeah. I want to make sure I give him some good quality time.
Yeah.
I might have time the second day that I'm there in the evening, but we'll play that by ear and we'll see. I'll know. I'll probably have a look at my. I'll have my people consult my schedule. My people being me.
The lake will be very cold and he's flying.
Yeah, I should sing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald while I'm out.
Detroit. So I heard there's some, bad areas, but I've also seen some people vlogging like some of the better areas that there are.
I think it's like any city. There's
Yeah.
probably, it went from being a massive city to being like 25% the size it was during its boom in the 40s and 50s. So, you're going to have some issues when there's a lot of abandoned buildings, but urban decay fascinates me. And I think all like the old abandoned Packard plant and all that stuff is, is pretty cool. I'd like to go there just to take pictures, but I think I'd have to go with somebody who knew that city if I ever went there, just to make sure that I was safe. I mean, you hear stories. I'm in Canada, where the weather can kill you. So I shouldn't be.
Don't say that. What if Alyssa watches this? He's just
well, the
kidding,
weather could kill you
Alyssa.
anyway. It could rain and you could fall asleep in a puddle and die. So,
If you're a witch, I guess.
yeah.
It melts you.
Oh, somebody says, I grew up in Wayne County, Michigan, and it's a large county way beyond Detroit. Yeah, so the area that my great-great-great-grandfather, and Heather, if you're watching, our great-great-great-grandfather, so crazy to think of. I have a sister! That's so cool. That's where he came. He came over on the boat. And he died at a pretty young age. Like, he was 40-something when he died, right at the beginning of the Civil War, and I don't think it was related. On his headstone, it said, "Proud English citizen." Like, wow, nice. You come to America to homestead, and what do you put on there? It's like, "I am English." Okay, we get it. Maybe that's the attitude that got him in trouble in the first place. I don't know.
Kira said, just want to say how much I love your videos. Thank you so much, Kira.
Heather says you can't go. Heather, I can't go to Detroit without you. Is that what you're saying, Heather? Okay, Heather, we'll save up and go on a vacation to Detroit. We'll go to Motown together.
We're in Canada.
Yeah.
We're in Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta.
Yes, and I did have someone call me, and they're from Missoula.
What if they're watching this and they're all sad after this story?
I'm not meaning to be sad, but I think they might have recently moved to Missoula, Montana, because they weren't overly sure where Alberta was. But if you're not familiar with the map, you could pretty much walk to my province from Missoula, Montana. If you head north like a ways, we're right there. We're like Montana and then us. North Dakota's really close too, same with Washington. That's kind of where we are. Seattle's not too terribly far, like if we go down the coast. So, yeah, we do the trip. We have mountains. What else is our selling feature?
We have lakes.
We have the most stunning mountains from Shining Sea. Well, actually,
There's a lot of lakes.
It's not sea to Shining Sea. It's basically along the coast. But
Yeah.
it is beautiful mountains. And if you ever have a chance to come see the Rocky Mountains here. Heather keeps saying her mountains are higher. That's not the only thing higher in Colorado. But the mountains might be at a higher elevation.
Don't you worry, everybody from Colorado. I live with him.
I have family in Colorado,
Oh my
so we can joke.
That makes it okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But she
Elise,
says,
thank you.
Heather says the mountains are higher elevation in Colorado, but that might be, but I think ours start lower so they seem taller.
Oh my gosh.
If that makes sense. You know, like when you dig a really deep hole and you're like, well, that's not much until you're standing at the bottom of the hole. You're like, this is a pretty deep hole. That's what our mountains are like. You're like, whoa! But if you're at the top and you look over at the other mountains, you'd be like, well, I guess theirs are slightly taller. But anyway, I think our mountains are beautiful.
I don't think, did we even go to the mountains this last
No.
summer? Usually we do.
Did not go to the mountains
Yeah,
this year.
so we
went
the other way.
We went to Prince Edward Island.
Yeah. that's
We could watch the video. If she forgets, I can just be like, let's just go watch
That's
a video
handy.
about what we did this summer.
I have a terrible memory for some reason.
Yeah. Quebec has the largest maple syrup reserve. That's why they can't separate from Canada, all the Quebec separatists out there, because we need your maple syrup reserves. They should get a pipeline. They're talking about oil pipelines that can't go through Quebec. We want your pipeline of maple syrup straight here. That'd be good. Just a big old pipeline. Because if it spills, people aren't going to be upset. They're going to be like, free maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
The snow tastes better. How could you complain about a maple?
I feel
That's
like-
what we should be doing. We should just start laying pipe of maple syrup. People will not object to that. We don't need the XL oil pipeline. We just need to frack maple syrup. Yeah, that's right. So there, if I run for office, that's gonna be my campaign, is that I'm all for pipelines. I don't know why I talk like this all of a sudden, because I'm running for office. And I'll like stand on stage with a broom like they did in the 20s. I'm gonna sweep this state clean. I'm gonna be up there and I'm gonna be talking about building pipelines full of maple syrup. And people are like, yeah, there's kind of no problem with that. That's like if Willy Wonka had a...
How far are we north of the States? Like 9
Four,
hours?
no. We're like 4 hours.
No, because
Basically,
we have to go back past.
it's 3 hours to Calgary and then
Yeah.
basically another hour or so to the border.
So it takes 4.5 hours to get to, where is our neighbors from? Our neighbor? Suzanne? Her family?
Yeah, but they're right on the border.
Yeah, but that's like 4.5, 5
Medicine
hours.
Hat is like right by the border. But that's because they go down and have to go to the left. If we went straight down through Calgary, guess what will tell me how far we are from the States?
Good old Siri. We no longer need to use our brains.
That's right. I'm going to, because Sweetgrass is our
13
closest
hours
border.
to Seattle. Oh yeah, right. That's right. Because I've been to the Edmonton Mall. It's so funny that like our big thing in Edmonton is the mall.
Oh, I lied. It's 6 hours and 38 minutes to the United States of America.
What did I say? 9?
Yeah,
So we were both wrong.
that's how far it is.
It was
That's
like-
how we get there. Look, 6 hours and 38
Here,
minutes.
let's see. Oh, it says Edmonton. I thought he was like showing our exact location. there,
No, it says Edmonton.
there we are.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can stalk us, we're in Edmonton.
Yeah. Just bring some tea.
But that's like, you could wake up in the morning. You could wake up, you know, or even at noon, you'd be there by dinner. I'd be in the States by dinner time. I could have lunch in
It
Edmonton.
doesn't take long. Like we've done it before.
And the way I drive, it's more like 4.5. Yucky, 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 yucky. Because she thinks I speed, folks. If you were here earlier, you'd know that's what she said. Just because I get the occasional.
The occasional.
And there's no denying, we have photo radar here. And when you get a photo radar ticket and it's a Ghostbusters car, you can't be like, honey, I think that was you driving. It's like, nah.
It's never a
It was
lot
me.
over. It's only like,
No. Never
Yeah.
a lot over.
no. Otherwise. but
I'm
it'd
just
be
always
bad.
in a hurry to get places.
We have a Christmas party that we have on Friday that is at the mall, which I didn't really think about it, but that's also, they do Black Friday, but they do like sales just for that day as well. So I feel like the mall might be the worst spot to be that day.
We could Uber it.
But we're picking up Lada too.
She can come here and we could all Uber together.
That's true.
If you
Well,
guys don't have,
right.
there's places that don't have Uber, but we have Uber.
It's just like personal cab, I guess.
Yeah, which is a smart idea. It's like anybody. People are like, I don't trust Uber because you don't know who the drivers are. I don't know who cab drivers are either, but I get in the car with them. So
True enough.
Uber's always been fine. At least
Yeah.
there's ratings attached to it. Except the last car I got into, it wasn't the guy whose car it was driving, it was somebody else. I guess he like gave it to his buddy to drive. I could have been kidnapped. I was like, you don't look anything like your picture. It was like a completely different person.
Victoria, BC is 16 hours from us, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
Well, we make it to Kamloops and then 8 night. What is it? 12 hours? No, it was slightly longer. But there's a ferry ride in there, so
I like taking the ferry is really fun. I like it.
I like the bigger ferry, but I have motion sickness really easy. So the big one, it doesn't make me as sick, but the little one, oh, it's rough.
I
It's a
tried to
rough
do
go.
Uber with my cars. They wouldn't let me. They're
Did
too
they
old.
actually?
They're too old. They don't do classic cars. And I'm like, dear Uber, this is me typing because I type like a spider. Woo! So I'm like, dear Uber, you should, or I'm more like Hunt and Peck. I'm like, dear Uber, you should let old cars be Uber cars. And they were like, nope. They're like,
Yeah,
thank
but-
you for, actually, they were like, thank you for the suggestion. We've heard that before. And then it never happened.
Do we have a Canada Goose store near us? Like the Canadian Goose?
Yeah, at the mall.
Is it its own store or is it
Yeah.
just the brand?
Canada Goose. They have their own store. It's upstairs where they. By the way, at West Edmonton Mall, if you've never been, if you go to Manhattan and you walk around and they have all like the Versace stores and Hugo Boss and all that stuff, all those really expensive stores, that's what's at our mall.
Yeah.
It's like we went to Manhattan. We're like, well, this is just like being at the mall.
Just spread.
It was. The only thing that was different was the crazy proportions that you guys in New York give. If somebody's watching from New York right now,
Oh yeah.
I ordered bacon and eggs. They brought out like 2 packages of bacon and all the eggs that chicken ever made in its entire life.
We said, I think we made a mistake. We didn't realize that this was the
It was like they
like the
emptied the
family
buffet.
portion, and they said this is a single serving. Like, it was seriously like I don't think it was 2 packs of bacon, but for sure a whole package of bacon. Like,
It was too much food.
I ordered some. I said I'll just take a side potato salad, and it had like 9 scoops of potato salad all in a circle. Like what is this?
And so we said, like, is this a normal, like, do people normally eat that? And she's like, New Yorkers will eat that. And then she walked away like, pfft.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were the snobby Canadians about the portions apparently.
Yeah, we
But we don't have we don't eat that much.
Well, no, I think that they walk a lot in New York.
Oh yeah, I think
They walk everywhere.
But I mean, still, I mean, we're very like
Okay, just like we went to Switzerland and they have Nutella everywhere.
Instead of peanut butter, it was Nutella. Instead
Yeah,
of
if you
peanut
go to a
butter.
place for breakfast, there's Nutella on the table. They eat chocolate like it's going, like somebody, like they're closing down the factory. The chocolate factory is going out of business and everybody's just eating chocolate for every meal. They have chocolate all over the place. And then
And then
Austria,
they're
they had
thin.
Mozart chocolates
Yeah.
and stuff. And they're all skinny because they walk everywhere. Like if you mechanize those people, they'd be 500 pounds tomorrow, I guarantee it.
Can we go there?
Abigail wants to go to Chocolate
Can
Land.
we go there?
Abigail's in the background. She'd heard us saying
didn't even
that
know she
Switzerland
was
was the
down
land
here.
of chocolate. Yeah, all of Europe. We go to everywhere we went. They're like, oh, let's go to Austria, and they're like, they're famous for their Mozart chocolates. They're like, okay, that's cool. And then we go to Germany, and they're like, they're famous for their chocolate. And then they go to Italy, and they're like, yeah, here's some pasta and red wine.
Well, we didn't just get pasta. We had we went on a trip. Somebody said, you went to Switzerland? We went on a trip that went to Italy and
We went all over the
Germany
place.
and yeah.
We were there for
Switzerland.
Asparagus Fest in Liechtenstein,
Oh, yeah.
one of the
Oh,
smallest
yeah.
countries in the world, where Canadians.
Yes, Abigail, I agree.
I think it was when we went to Prague, which is actually called Praha, and we're like, why do you guys call it that? And we just picked a different name for it. It's not even spelt the same. It's
Same with Germany.
yeah,
It's Deutschland.
Deutschland. And we're like, nah, that's
Vienna
not good
is
enough.
Wien.
Wien, yeah. We just randomly in North America, we just pick names that we like better for your countries.
I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. So anyway, Praha. They're like, well, nobody
Germany's
over there
beautiful.
calls it Prague. But anyway, we went there.
Switzerland was the cleanest place I've ever been in my entire life. I've been to a lot of very clean places, but I mean that whole Swiss time. I mean the trains were to the second on time. You look, ding, the train right in front of you. It was. I've never.
They mopped
it
the
still blows
sidewalks.
my mind. Oh yeah, they
We-
were squeegeeing and washing the sidewalks.
We were in Lucerne, which if you've ever come across weird postcards from your family from the 1950s, and it shows lots of swans in an old bridge, and it's like, oh, some Aunt Ethel went to Switzerland back in the, well, it still looks like that. But you get up in the morning and you go for a walk, and everything is spotless, almost a little too spotless, kind of like it's a set.
Yeah, it did look like a.
I was like, are
movie
we
set.
on a movie set? But there was no craft service table. There was no free food. But they were out there mopping with mop buckets the sidewalks
happy,
every morning.
just-
And just
yeah.
happy. Everything was clean. They had little coffee shops. It was kind of like if your favorite neighborhood, not like a brand name coffee shop, but like a local coffee shop took over an entire town. That's what it
Yeah.
was like. You're like, oh, everybody's just chill and eating food and drinking coffee, and there's swans. It was pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Somebody said, come to New Zealand. I heard New Zealand is amazing. So I have friends that go not every year, but they went this last year. And they showed pictures and stuff. Oh, it looks so good.
I guess we could, if we went to New Zealand regularly, we could make a Hobbit out of it.
Oh my goodness.
Bad Hobbits?
Was that one in your waiting to come out?
No,
or?
that was not that was an attempt at a Hobbit pun for New Zealand.
We haven't been to Ireland yet. Ireland is on our list of places to go. And
Oh.
Scotland.
Hey, Mel from New Zealand, did you know, fun fact, my mom Linda lived in Christchurch, New Zealand as a youngster. Her
Yeah.
dad used to manage a car dealership there selling American cars to New Zealanders.
Stop in Australia on the way to New Zealand.
Yeah, and the last time I said that my mom lived in Christchurch, New Zealand, I mentioned that my mom remembered there being sheep, and somebody from New Zealand went off on me. We're not just all about sheep. There's more than sheep in New Zealand. Blah. Okay.
Apparently.
I'm sure there's some sheep. That's what my mom remembers. She was a little girl. She probably thought it was cool that there were sheep
Yeah.
crossing the road. Somebody in New Zealand's like, that's what we're most sensitive about. We don't want to be known for having sheep. What a bunch of sheepskates.
Oh my goodness. This is so bad. Mel said, laugh out loud, 30 minutes away from Hobbiton.
Hobbiton, there you go.
What was I going to say?
Which is the city out in New Zealand that's all Art Deco?
We're both from Alberta.
I think it's Auckland. I love Art Deco architecture. And if you guys watched my unboxing video a while back, there was kind of like a Easter egg sneak peek. I'm trying to design a building to go in my empty lot that's on my current land, which I don't have the money to do.
Napier.
But
It's called Napier.
we want to do it. Thank you, Napier. Auckland has a lot too. I would like to build sort of an Art Deco looking cafe sort of storefront there, but that's a dream right now.
Troy said, you're so punny. I think he said it just like that.
Yeah. Have you joined any association?
Maybe no brown. Oh, somebody said that they went to Ireland and they don't have chocolate milk. They didn't even know what it was. I heard a disgusting story that they use chocolate milk, I'm gonna share a disgusting
Oh
cheese
no,
story.
don't share this.
I'm sharing it. I'm giving a warning at least. So when they milk cows, a lot of times, like, they are hooked up to machines, so you will get blood and stuff in the milk. So the tinted milk, like there's a certain amount regardless in your milk. It is true. It's a true story. And they use that for chocolate milk.
I used to
Feel that
like
right?
chocolate milk until she ruined it for me.
I can't even not. Every time I have chocolate milk, I think, no, I would rather just make it myself or, yeah.
The only thing worse would be raspberry flavored chocolate milk at this point because it's made from beaver droppings and
It's not droppings.
it's
from
their
a-
glandular
Is it from their-
castoreum or whatever it's called.
Yeah. And
Why does food have to be so gross?
I know. I don't know how raspberries are so plentiful here. I don't understand how it would be cheaper. Like, how many beavers could there possibly be?
I think it's probably super expensive.
Yeah, but compared to just getting a raspberry.
You thought that was weird? Okay, I was talking with Steven about this the other day. The helium reserves, by the way, in the world are running low. And I was thinking about how hilarious it would be for the first bunch of miners that accidentally stumbled into a cave full of helium. That would have been hilarious to listen to them.
And they would
Hey, did you
panic.
boys find anything? And they'd be like, no, we didn't find anything at all. And they're like, what's wrong with your voice? And then they would all have, like, it'd be squeaky helium. A bunch of, like, big burly guys mining, and they all have squeaky helium voices. To me, that makes me laugh.
It's vanilla as well. I just found out about the fake vanilla. Is that as well? Just found that out like in the last year. Raspberry I've known for a while, but I was so disappointed about the vanilla.
Yeah, people do
so
weird stuff.
Ontario has bags of milk. You know what? It's funny because we used to, when I was younger and lived in Wainwright, there was a long time ago, I remember having bagged milk, but we don't have it here. There might be some places here that you can get it, right? Like some little grocery store or something, bagged milk.
Bags of, what? How did you even do that anyway? How do you
You
drink
have
from-
you have like a pitcher and you put the bagged milk in it and you cut the corner off and you use the pitcher to pour the milk.
Meh.
That's how it works.
Ours comes
I
in
still
plastic.
remember.
Hey, I'm gonna get our milk out of the fridge.
No, pure vanilla is just a vanilla bean that's been steeped in either high quality vodka or is it brandy? I think
This is what our milk comes in. If you buy a big one, it's a big plastic jug of it, not in a bag.
Yeah.
And looks like I need to go shopping for milk. We're running low. Oh, milk. I say milk like M-E-L-K, but it's M-I-L-K. I realize
Oh,
that,
gross.
but
Yeah.
I say it different here.
Quebec has bagged milk.
By the way, Canadians, people say different things in different areas.
It's true. In different houses. I say onions now for, the vegetable that makes you cry, but I used to say onions. My family says onions. And I noticed a lot of people today, whenever I saw any cooking videos, they were all saying onions, but we say onions. Weird.
So German.
Mulk. Alex equals M-U-L-K. Mulk.
Mulk. But I used to say garage my whole life, and then I've learned to say garage. I guess like a civilized foo, but I do say garage now.
Matthew, I can't remember where you are. He said if we get one snowflake on the street, people buy all the milk and bread.
Is that because they were reminded of things that are colored white? It's white outdoors. Let's go buy all the milk and bread
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff. like
Dad
this.
said we used bagged milk when Melissa was little. Yeah, that's what I said. I remember it in Wainwright.
Oh, Mel from New Zealand. Is it true that you guys say sandals as jandals? Somebody told me that you guys call them jandals when it's sandals. Maybe we'll see if she responds back.
I know somebody who calls milk cow juice. Yeah, that's cow juice.
Oh, William, thank you. He appreciated the heads up.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, William. I forgot that we could do that. There's so many things that I am still discovering on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys. She says jandals and thongs.
Jandals.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you told me to go to the beach and put on my jandals and thongs, I would be like, I didn't bring that in my wardrobe. My suitcase does not have any jandals or thongs in it. I'd have no idea what you're talking about. But if I guessed, I would come with a completely inappropriate outfit to the beach. I can assure you of that.
Thanks for watching, Finch. They said that they were overwatching my painting story. You know what? That's actually a very long vlog, and I was editing it, and I thought, well, why am I doing this all as one? So I cut it into two. So yeah, everything's pretty much done in the living room, but I guess you're gonna have to see the next video. Oh, Susie, I still see you're here. I thought you said you had all that prep to do. I don't mind that you're still here. You guys, Bandana Grandma is actually a really cool channel as well. I've gotten some pretty good recipes off of you.
thongs here in the States are butt floss. Gross.
Yeah, it's true. That's the thing. It's the same here. It's the underwear and also flip flops. So
Yeah, we call them flip flops. I like when we
but
name things after the sound it makes. Flip flop.
flip flop, flip flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when we went to we were in Prince Edward Island and I was making the joke about I was gonna go in the store but I changed my mind. No way I'm gonna go. No, I'm not, because it was a flip flop store, and I was flip flopping. Yuck, yuck.
If you ever have to like really explain a joke.
Then you know it was awesome to only one person. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's calf. Wait, some people call meringue.
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 Yeah, you know.
Calf slobbers. Gross. From now on,
What's something weird that we only say in Canada? Oh,
toque.
toque. You guys call them beanies in the States.
Yeah.
Snow cap, winter cap, knitted hat. We call them toques.
Yeah. But I mean, it has to be a toque is a thick knitted hat. It needs to like protect you in minus freezing cold.
Sometimes with a pom-pom on the top.
Yeah, mine has, I think all of mine have, oh no, almost all of mine have a big pom-pom on the top because I have a big hood on my coat and it's too big of a tunnel. So a pom-pom holds it up out of my face.
It's a French Canadian word.
Yeah, toque. I never figured out milk and bread buyouts, except near Atlanta, Georgia. We never trust winter weather. It can go badly quickly. It turns to ice fast. Yeah, toque. Dad jokes. Love the dad jokes.
Yeah. What else do we say that they don't say in the U.S.?
We're doing like a scan of our house.
No, I know toque is one, because I'd explain it to Heather. Heather's like, huh, you mean a beanie? And I'm like, no, a beanie is like red and blue and green. It has a little propeller on the top.
I don't think of that as a beanie, like that too, but I consider like a very thin knit hat that slouches down, like, you know, that's a beanie.
Yeah. I imagine like, or Jughead Jones, or Forsyth P. Jones, as he is formerly known. He wore a beanie, but it was the one that looked like a little crown and had the buttons on the front.
I magic wand.
Incidentally, I read Archie comics as a kid, and I was a Jughead fan.
Yeah, I liked Jughead.
I wonder if anybody reads that
Yippies.
and they're like a fan of Reggie or Veronica. If your kids read Archie comics and they're a fan of like the villainous characters in the Archie comics, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe question that.
Oh, Looney and Tooney.
Looney and Tooney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we call our dollar coins loonies because they have a loon on them.
Yeah.
We don't have pennies anymore.
Double
Oh, the-
double for the win. I just had a double double.
Okay. This is a loony.
Can you see it though?
If you guys can see that, it has a loon on it. See? Quack, 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 quack.
Loons don't quack.
Well, this one does. That's the sound it makes when it goes. Okay, fine, it's like this. I'm a majestic loon. Woo!
They sound just like that.
Yeah, anyway. So we call them, it's a dollar coin, but we call it a loonie because there's a loon on it. And then they got rid of our $2 bill, and people were like, well, I don't know what to call it, so let's call it a toonie because it's two loonies. So we call our $2 coin a toonie only because our $1 coin has a loon on it. That's what that's all about.
Somebody said, say the word progress.
Progress.
Yeah.
Progress?
Progress. We say progress.
I would say progression.
But when you say, are you making progress on that? You need to make some progress. That's like what people should say when they walk in and see me painting so much. So many people told me about the primer on it must be an oil-based paint that we're trying to paint on top of. There's no way that it should take 4 or 5 coats of never-ending paint.
Or you're talking about paint on the doors and stuff?
Oh, I didn't tell them that we painted the doors.
Oh, never mind then.
But a lot of people did suggest that I do that.
The one thing that people say that Canadians in general say odd is the word out. O-U-T, out.
Yeah.
And I know we would have gone to school and our teachers would have said, O-U makes an ow sound. Out. Out.
Yeah.
But then I get people from the US write me all the time and they're like, you're saying out wrong. I'm like, well, I don't know. That's how we say it here. We're a different country.
Like O-W-T.
Yeah,
Out.
I think the only people who are allowed to judge us on how we speak English are people in England, because it's their language.
Oh, wait, what did somebody say? It'll end soon, Melissa. Don't give up. Oh, I'm not going to give up. I have to decorate for Christmas here. A loon here is a crazy person. Oh, it's a crazy person here, too. So
Yeah.
it's a loony.
We're going to send them to the loony bin.
Please explain Canada geese are Canada geese, not Canadian geese unless native to Canada. Please explain Canada geese or Canada geese.
Canada geese, why are they not North American
Not
geese?
Canadian geese.
Because I think if you live somewhere and raise your children there, but you vacation somewhere else, then you're from the country where you raise your family. And geese have their little baby in Canada, and then they're like, whew, it's cold. And then they take off. And they go hang out in Florida or wherever they go, like all the other Canadian humans that don't like living here in the cold either. So, and then when it's like nice, they're like, okay, we should probably go back to Canada. So they flee. But that's why we call them Canada geese, because they pretty much live here. They're fair weather friends. They're foul friends. Get
Heather's
it?
coming,
Foul?
so you have to finish. She's good. She saw the before in actual life, so it's, I have to admit, like the downstairs and the upstairs, to me, feels so much better. Like when I walk into the rooms, I feel more like, not like a cave, so.
Somebody said, please try to say y'all. Y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all just great.
Pop and soda.
Or should I say you all? Yeah.
Right? But soda, we only say soda when it's like cream soda, like the pink pop, right?
Yeah, we say pop. But some people say soda pop.
Yeah, not me. Soda pop. What was it that we were saying for decals and decals?
Decal.
Decals. So, but what was the decal thing? And I said, I'm saying decals because that's, oh wait, I can't say it. You're gonna have to watch vlog.
But they say decal in our area when you're referring to a transfer, basically a water transfer sticker or a type of thing that you put on. Anyway, so I was saying it the way that I said it my whole life.
Yeah,
I would say
here
decal,
it's
and
just
people were
decals.
like, meh. And so I now, and just like garage, I say decal now.
Look, Puffy Joe thinks it's decal. That's because it's decal where you are, but it's decals here.
No, but somebody from England wrote me and they said it's decal, and I went, well, I can't argue that because they're English, so I now say decal. And I've been slowly correcting myself on the things that I feel that I should correct myself on.
I'm gonna say decals just to drive you crazy.
Decal. Dr. Decal and Mr. Hyde
Yeah.
instead of Jekyll Decal.
Call them what you want. That's right. I'm gonna call them stickers. Water stickers.
Water stickers. Yeah.
We say poop. Oh, pop. Pop.
We say poop. Do not come to Canada and order a glass of sparkling poop.
Poop. Why would I say poop?
No. I do not know any Cockney rhyming slang, no. I'm sure Steve Hatt, you could probably teach us though. But Steve Hatt also doesn't seem to like Scottish cuisine either. Steve, if I ever meet you, I will bring you like a steaming bowl of haggis.
Right, first you'd have to find it. You know what, Alexander's resourceful. I almost said he'd first have to find some. I guarantee if I said, you know what, we need some right now, he would source it and get it tonight. I mean, actual, I'm not even making it up. It would happen like right now.
We don't say a. I don't say a, really.
No.
You've probably noticed on my channel that
We
I don't.
say it to like joke around.
Not even.
Eh? Oh no, we
No.
don't say it.
No, I don't say a.
But I notice it when other people do.
I might say hey sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's that affirmative statement. Like, I noticed that when I was in the US, and I went to Los Angeles and I was staying at a nice hotel, and when you would ask for something, they would say, it's my pleasure. And I thought, well, that's very nice. It's my pleasure. So I say that when I'm at the store now. Well, thank you for your help. It's my pleasure. I think that's nice. But a lot of Americans that I met say, huh, or you're fine. Do you guys notice
Oh,
that?
you're fine.
You don't hear that where we are.
No.
Like, if I'm asking for something, or you bump into somebody at a grocery store, and you go, oh, I'm sorry, because you're Canadian and that's what you do. And then the American will respond back, oh, you're fine.
You're like, yeah, I'm bleeding.
And Heather, you do this too, if you're still watching, Heather. Heather says, you're fine.
But we say sorry a lot. I noticed, I started to notice it now, but both people apologize. You run into somebody with your cart, they're going to say that they're sorry, even though you ran into them with your cart. No, seriously.
It's hard to describe when you use the word sorry.
You want to know that it wasn't your intention. Like, obviously,
it's a sign of respect to the other person that you are unintentionally causing them some inconvenience.
Yeah.
Like if you are taking way too long getting your change out to pay, you might go, oh, I'm so sorry. Or like Melissa said, you bump into somebody with your shopping cart, oh, I'm sorry. Or like, you know, that awkward moment when you both come around the aisle at the same time and your carts just meet but they don't touch. You're like, oh, and you'll both say sorry at the same time. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. And then you pass each other.
You know what's funny is that when I do that, I'm like, you're lucky we're not in cars. You know, good thing you're in here. You should see me when I drive. And they're like, okay, crazy lady.
Oh yeah, coleslaw. And what was the thing
What
that
was
they? Oh, in the U.S. I noticed they put gravy on a lot of things too.
Oh yeah, we don't really have white gravy. Like I hadn't seen that
Like they have biscuit.
that creamy white gravy.
Yeah, what is it? Like they have biscuits and gravy and stuff.
But it's like a white based gravy. I don't even know what that is. Like our white gravy would be like mushroom gravy on meatballs, like mushroom and meatballs. But I don't know what the white gravy is.
But when you go for breakfast, if you go for breakfast at a buffet here, there's not typically like
roux?
biscuits and gravy.
It's just roux. Oh, I know what roux is.
What's roux?
It's just equal parts of butter and flour, and then you add milk until it's thick. And usually I make it with garlic, and it makes Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
And salt. White gravy, yeah. Well, if it's like a Alfredo sauce, that's different.
Brown gravy or none.
Whoops.
Yeah, make a roux.
Whoops.
Oh, Bandana Grandma says white sauce gravy. Yeah. We
Oh, it's just a roux. This whole time I thought it was some magical sauce.
salsa. There's a lot of salsa or salsa. I don't know which one.
So
is
they were
salsa,
saying
salsa.
that the coleslaw is a condiment, not a side dish. Here it's very much a side dish. Like coleslaw, I make it as a side dish.
Yeah, it would be like instead of like if you have your option of getting
It's like a salad.
if you went to
It's like a
KFC
salad.
or something, you have a choice of like corn or coleslaw or fries or whatever. It's a side dish.
Oh yeah, Alfredo has cheese, you're right. I always start with like the, I guess, white gravy with a lot of garlic, because that's me. And then you're right, there's cheese. That's what makes it magical.
When you eat fancy food and they put parsley on top, is that like the equivalent of putting a cherry on top of a sundae? And if so, why are we not eating more parsley on its own and more cherries on their own? What's up with that?
Randy Johnson, are they the one that sent it to you? How did you like the Harley bowling pin?
Oh, I was not expecting a Harley Davidson bowling pin to show up. That was very kind.
Did you vlog about it, or was it from them?
No. I have not vlogged about the. Thank you, by the way. That was very kind. That made me laugh. I don't do as many unboxings as I probably should. Melissa did the one here today of us going through the Scottish goods.
That was hard to hold on to too. It was just from yesterday, but.
But I get the occasional odd little thing show up at the store, and one of our viewers that's on right now sent me a bowling pin.
What time,
A
Dad?
Harley
asked
Davidson
again?
bowling pin. Oh, Dave, if you want, we're having a family conversation via YouTube. Hi, dear father-in-law Dave, who's also watching right now. If you can drop by the store at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, I could definitely use your hand lifting that big heavy shelf back up in place because I'm fixing it. And Josh and Jakota, if you're watching, which I'm not sure if they are, I am trying to think of some other stuff you guys do at the store.
Chocolate gravy.
We've had that before.
Yeah, is that just like mole?
We had dinner
See you
with
then.
actress Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
Melissa and I went
That
to.
is when we had the mole
Yes,
chicken.
Melissa and I went to the actress Shirley MacLaine's house for dinner, and she served us chocolate gravy on chicken.
Well, not her cook or.
Well, that's what they had for
Yeah.
dinner. Yeah, and she was dressed like a geisha, like a
I thought
Japanese
she was
lady.
gonna say a gangsta.
No, she believes in past lives and so forth, and those are her beliefs. And she was dressed as one of her past lives as a Japanese lady. So
You know, it's funny. I don't really remember that part of the thing. There was a lot of us. It was a wrap party. I mean, like a wrap up of a movie. And the one part I remember, I don't know if you guys know what foggers are. It's like to kill mosquitoes and everything away from the area because it was outdoors. And Winnipeg was
mosquito
horrible.
magnet. That's what I had.
No, it was something else. There was a
The
fogger
fogger,
thing.
okay.
Because a girl thought it was like off or bug spray, and she took it, and it's for spraying like the outdoors area, and she was spraying herself with the like fog mist for the yard.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's yeah, and she was like freaked right out when we told her.
Melissa and I also sat down in the booth of a bar and had drinks with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
sat
that's
and
true.
chatted. My office was next to Patrick Swayze's for like 4 or 5 months. And I'd listen to him. He played keyboards and stuff. And so I'd listen to him play and we would chat and stuff. But anyway.
But I think our the most down to earth actress was
Diane Keaton.
Diane
Spent many lunches going around with Diane Keaton showing her old buildings in Winnipeg.
But a super nice human being. Like she's just a real human. So, I mean, when I say that, I mean like not super spoiled and still down to earth.
Yeah. Oh, I delivered Elton John a bed in his Atlanta high-rise.
Cool.
Cool.
I can't even.
Is his house like really ornate? I've seen pictures online that his high-rise has like all kinds of crazy, like over-the-top artwork and sculptures and
Oh,
stuff.
this got stuck.
Maybe that's incorrect. I don't know.
Oh, wait, somebody said blueprint. Hold on, now I missed it.
I used to work in the film industry. That's how I got to know those folks. Is that I was a location manager on many movies for quite a number of years. And so when you're working on those movies, a location manager is basically the person that finds all the places that a film gets made.
Yeah.
So I wasn't on camera. I was behind the camera, finding the places and getting the crew set. But because of that, I would have meetings with producers and directors, and a lot of times actors in movies are also producers or directors and stuff too. So you end up working with them, or having a say in where the actresses stay and all that stuff. So it was fun.
Somebody said, sorry, not somebody, Miss Pink said, blue paint color in the back room of the shop.
What's that?
Could you paint the blue paint color in the back room of the shop?
Oh, it's like a robin's egg blue kind of. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's kind of like a greeny turquoisey blue. It's a fun color. It's a very retro color.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze did pass away. He's no longer with us.
And Redneck Rhyme says that he was given a pair of Elton John sunglasses as a tip. If you have those, and if you want to sell me the Elton John sunglasses, I will buy them and I will wear them. And I won't even mention for any reason that I'm wearing Elton John sunglasses. I'll do a whole vlog and just wear them the whole time and not even explain what they are.
I feel like this needs to happen.
Yeah. Redneck Rhymes, I will buy your Elton John sunglasses and I will wear them. I will flaunt them and I will wear them and not even explain in a whole video why I'm wearing Elton John sunglasses. But I think that'd be awesome. I imagine it'd be like giant rhinestone-studded stars or something, but that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a cool color. Ever meet someone from Stargate? G1. I don't know what the G.
Stargate SG-1.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of who I've worked with at the time. It's been a long time since I worked in that business, and you forget that you worked with certain people.
Yeah.
You forget that you were.
It's so hectic. It's not like a normal job at all. You're starting one movie in the middle of a second movie and wrapping a third movie. You have literally no life except for your job, because you're running like 3 separate jobs all at the same time with like future ones in the works. Like, it was crazy.
He says, you come to Atlanta, we'll talk. It's more of a turtle shell design. Interesting. Now I'm gonna have to go to Atlanta just to get a pair of Elton John sunglasses. Well, there's an episode right there.
Yep.
But that seems like an expensive flight.
I was in the filming of Gettysburg. I met and ate dinner with all of the actors. That's pretty cool.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in a lot of movies. Most of the movies I worked on were Lifetime Network or ABC or NBC, or they were mainly made for TV movies. I didn't do a whole lot of major motion pictures, but I did get to work with Jack Palance, who's passed on now, Patrick Swayze. Maybe I'm jinxed. All the people I worked with are passing
don't say
away.
that. That's awful.
Hopefully I'm not jinxed.
I mean, we're all passing away eventually, which is even...
It's like almost every retail store that Melissa has worked for went out of business like a year or two after she left. Like, major change. She leaves and they go out of business.
Bye.
So I don't think you're jinxed. I think you're good luck for retail. That
Yeah.
if they lose you, you should be like, listen, if you see my track record, when I leave, a place goes out of business. You got to keep me on staff, otherwise you're done for.
I'm pretty good at retail. I mean, I love teaching more than anything, but I was afraid. You know what made me good at retail is that I actually cared what somebody was looking for. I would go to the crazy extent of like finding it in another store for them because I couldn't handle them not having their thing.
Somebody said, I'm Japanese, hello. And I would say, ohao gozaimasu, or konnichiwa. To you? They could not, let's see.
I just got here. New to the conversation. Are you getting in the store?
I should probably do I don't want to hijack Melissa's live feed too much. Because I don't want to say hijack at all, because I know that I've already hijacked.
John Candy. That's okay. I feel bad every time I go on to either Josh or Dakota's channel, because I see a whole bunch of viewers that of course we know, and I want to say hi, but at the same time I know the moment that I'm like, hey everyone, that everybody's going to be like, Melissa, and then start talking about my videos, which I want to make sure you guys know if I'm there, I'm thinking of you all. I just don't want to hijack the channel.
But we should probably sign off so we can go kiss the kids goodnight.
Yeah, or is it 8:54?
Yeah.
I'm like, it'll just be a quick tasting,
It'll be
you guys.
it'll be a quick live feed, but we want to make sure that we're there for the kids when they go to bed. So we're probably
Yeah.
going to sign off for the evening. Thank you so much for watching along with us. And for doing Melissa's taste test. Just so you know, I'm going to point at this. That's what's happened.
I put most of it back in the box, but some of it fell out, and
This is what's the remnants. Look how crumbly Scottish food is.
now I'm gonna get that comment of, oh, their house is so dirty. I
No,
can't
it-
imagine the rest of it.
No, the house. We can't show you how nice the rest of the house is because that's her next update
That's
video.
true. I pointed the camera this way for a reason, because I didn't want to spoil it completely. But yeah,
So-
everybody's saying good night.
Have a wonderful night, guys.
If you haven't seen the last update video, it's the video before this, the living room update number 3. Number 4, I'm just editing already. I have all the footage, and that should be out, I would say the very latest the weekend, because Steven's starting a 10-hour, can I tell them what you're doing? A 10-hour art challenge.
But it's
So-
not a 10-hour long video. He's going to do art
Yeah.
for 10 hours
and then
solid.
show what that produces. So
Yeah, and see
but
how
I'm
much he
making
can
him
do.
eat, so I'm kind of putting a wrench in his plans, but he has to be doing the art for 10 hours. So
Yeah.
A wrench in
I'm
his
making
plans or a spoon in his mouth.
I'll
Yeah.
have to figure it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I said
I'll eat a
I'm,
burrito while dry.
on that note, we really are going to go this time. Thank you all so much for coming along with us again and seeing us eat all these tasty snacks.
And new videos from my channel coming soon. I'll be doing probably another song at some point. I'll have an update on the Rolls Royce, how that's coming along. And of course, just a general update on what's going on at the store. So I've got a few videos that are in the works, which I'll probably have some out in the next couple days or so. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye for now.
See you.
Bye.
Oh, I can never do it.
There we go.